It's a game day experience like no other. The traditions, the rivalries, and the moments that just leave you in awe. Matador Nation, it's finally game day, and we are excited to welcome you back here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park as the Lubbock Matadors are set to host the not the Fort Worth Vaqueros. We just did that game.
That was
FC Brownsville here in the Lone Star Conference battle. Devin Ward here alongside John Bocanegra. You know the routine. He's him, I'm I. We're going to get into the whole thing. John, glad to have you back, though, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
We're glad to be back here live here at Lowry Field. We're on YouTube right now at about 7:30. We're going to welcome in a new audience, and we'll let you know about that coming up. Sixth matchup all time, though, John, between these two organizations, and it's been a rivalry ever since the first match.
Well, I mean, you talked about pressure. We talked about all the kinds of things in the pregame. But the most important thing here is kind of rebounding, basically getting back to what you know, really.
Yeah, and if you do take care of business, there's a bigger picture to look at, right?
Oh, yeah, we're talking playoffs already. Fort Worth actually secured their spot potentially with that 3-0 win against FC Brownsville here this past Thursday. Big implications for Lubbock tonight as well.
So we talked about rivalries. There hasn't been very many teams since the Lubbock Matadors have started that have kind of been neck and neck with you or given you a battle. Right? This has been one of them. If you're a Matador fan, the Matadors have a record of 2-3 all-time against Brownsville. And the one that sticks out to me, John, comes from July 16th, 2023. You were calling that game. I wasn't there, but it was the Lone Star Conference Championship game. And on your home turf, Brownsville won it 1-0. And so that sticks with you.
And Brownsville is nothing to shake a stick at. I know their record indicates otherwise, but they're the second-place team the last 2 seasons in a row, and, of course, knocking Lubbock out of that contention there in the playoffs. There's a sour taste in the mouth still. Lubbock gets the win earlier this season, of course, but this is the second leg, and you want to see it through.
Sour taste in your mouth. You're coming off of a rough loss. It's been a week. These Matadors are motivated. They're ready to go tonight.
Oh, Coach was telling us, too. The guys are chomping at the bit pretty much. I know we talked about it the last time. Everyone was competing with each other to make the starting 11, to make the 18, but this one might be a little bit more personal, but it might be FC Brownsville that they're taking it out on.
Right. All right, so Matadors look to bounce back. John just alluded to it. They're coming off of their first loss of the season. It was a 2-1 loss in El Dustico to West Texas FC. And a week is too long in between games, first of all. I'm just going to throw it out there. But, right, they're hungry, and they're ready to get back out there. And I look out for Brownsville because they're going to be getting a frustrated Matador team probably
So
tonight.
Brownsville takes on the Vaqueros the last match. They had a long rest, so Fort Worth took advantage of that. Brownsville has a short turnaround coming into Lubbock, too. I think it's kind of better that it sits on your mind so you kind of know, hey, let ourselves be mad about this. The boys were angry.
Yeah.
Of course, Coach was telling us that. But you also want to know, hey, this is what we can kind of do to push everything moving forward. Yeah, it's the first loss of the season. You still have a lot of season left to go with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Matadors 5-1 on the season right now. FC Brownsville 1-3-2. Let's get into the Brownsville's last matchup, though, against the Fort Worth Vaqueros just 48 hours ago, or less than 48 hours ago. It was a 3-0 loss to the Banana team from Fort Worth. And let's get into how they scored. They scored in the second minute of the game. It came across a wide-open Vaquero, and then in the 62nd minute, and then in the 82nd minute, it was a 40-yard beauty from deep. He shot it from deep. But there was still a 3-0 victory. And in the world of goal differential, because we'll get into that in a second, that's huge.
Oh, I mean, that's also a loss that you don't want to take. The first leg of a 2-leg road trip there, not good for Brownsville. They looked a little flat, actually, coming out against Fort Worth. And Fort Worth looked like the team that we were actually talking about pregame in the last home game with Lubbock. It was a complete coin flip for them, or flip of the switch, excuse me. Fort Worth came out blasting them. Brownsville likes to get off to a hot start, and there was just nowhere to be seen in their last match.
If we're looking down on the field right now, they're getting ready, they're warming up, and John, Brownsville, if they're wearing the jerseys that they're warming up in, which a lot of times they don't, they're wearing like a mustard color, John, and that's pretty unique. You see the Matadors on your screen right now. The Matadors in their warm-up kits, of course, got Fuse Graphics Group on the front of those,
shout
which is really cool.
Fuse.
Yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, they're kind of a mustard color, and you know, I made one of those faces when I looked at them.
I don't mind it.
It's
more gold than anything. It's not like too yellowy on that part. It's a
Have you
warm-up
ever seen
kit.
that face?
It's a warm-up kit. It's a warm-up kit.
It's a warm-up kit. Again, we're going back and previewing. Last matchup for FC Brownsville was a 3-0 loss to the Fort Worth Vaqueros. 48 hours, that's not a lot of time, especially when you're running for 90 minutes straight. the Matadors are going to have fresher legs tonight, and that's something that the Coach Ormiston wants to take advantage of.
I think, if anything, it's more of the fresher mindset to have with this team having settled down, got a very solid week of practice in, and more so focused on this is what we need to do now. Yeah, we were talking about playoff implications, and of course we're TV, so we do that.
We do that.
But it's just a rebound game for them. It's, hey, we know how to execute. Coach kind of made a couple changes here and there. But for them, it's we know how to execute, and we want to stick to the level of execution that they're used to.
Absolutely. Talking about executing on the field, we talked about it last game that there was a yellow card problem for the team that was visiting us, and it feels like we're there once again. 10 yellow cards for FC Brownsville or 10 players with yellow cards rather throughout the course of this season. And of course, the Matadors they have 8 themselves, but another card kind of sticks out as well. The red cards, it's a problem, and this is the only team really in the Lone Star that has it.
Well, 3 for them. Fort Worth actually has 1 from that last match that they played in.
And then I think Oklahoma United has 1 as well, don't they?
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, they are a younger team. They are subject to disciplinary problems, and oh man, that back and forth battle they had with Fort Worth, it's just kind of getting in their own head a little bit, kind of realizing where they should be. Again, they were a second-place team the last 2 seasons in a row. They made the playoffs last year, had a good stretch run there for them, but it's not. And the coach would tell you otherwise, too. Like, this isn't the team that they should be. And they know, I mean, I know they had the point penalty there, too, but this team should be higher on the list, especially with where they were before.
So right now, Alexis Del Angel Sanchez leads FC Brownsville with 3 on their team. Actually, scratch that. He has 4.
4.
He has 4 and is standing at the top of the Lone Star Conference. And, of course, the 3 players that received red cards against Oklahoma United. I keep saying Oklahoma City.
I think it's either close to Oklahoma City.
Are they in Oklahoma City?
I believe so, yeah.
I hope they're in Oklahoma City because I call them Oklahoma City all the time. Oklahoma United, though, those that came from that match on the 6th of this month, and that's when they got their 3 cards. Goal getters. We've done a ton of research coming into this. What kind of style does Brownsville play as I get ready to talk about their goal getters?
I mean, kind of what stuck out to me in watching the game film from the first match against Lubbock, running downhill. They basically let you get up the field as quickly as they can to make sure that you don't get settled. You're not even on your back heels because you don't even get a chance to settle into your heels.
Right.
Get past the defensive formation as quickly as you can. Just head full of steam there.
Hiramase Iwe and Pablo Torre have 4 goals for Brownsville this season. Right behind them is Josue Navarro Garcia with 2, and then 2 guys with 1 goal apiece. John, to me, that seems like they have some really good pieces that the Matadors need to focus on.
Again, we talked about the lack of scoring. Point differential or goal differential comes into play here, especially tonight. If Lubbock wants to counteract everything that's been happening, I know they have Oklahoma United to look after too, but they want to get points on the board or goals on the board as well. I'm already in my own head about all this stuff.
Well,
it's important. It's important for them to score. Basically, it's
yeah.
Especially after the last outing that Lubbock had, coming up kind of flat in terms of Lubbock's performance and where they know they should be.
Yeah.
Put the ball in the back of the net.
That's one of the Mears Mazda's key to victories for tonight, and we'll get into that coming up in just a moment. But what's key to us is also hearing from you tonight, the audience here on our YouTube live stream. We got a couple people already tuning in, and we're grateful for that. The Fish Room ABQ, my little brother, saying watching from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then Arthur Ybarra saying Viva Matadors.
Shout out to Arthur. He's a good dude.
Yeah, Arthur's a good cat.
Oh, we're getting ready for our men's 7-on-7 season, so.
Yeah, Arthur, give me a scouting report on our boy John here. I would love to hear that.
If it's anything like basketball, you already know.
This guy was good at basketball.
You already know.
He was Euro stepping before the Euro step became a big deal. Goal getters for the Lubbock Matadors. Somebody that's not in the starting 11 tonight, Momo Diop. And he's your goal getter for your team, but you're gonna have other guys step up tonight, and that's what you want to see.
Clausen actually was one of the bigger names that Coach was talking about leading into this, and his effort, his consistency mostly was what he was touching on. Kind of making his way into the 11 almost every match, coming in as a super sub every now and then, but that's one of the men to watch for tonight.
Yeah, Lud Clausen was a name that Coach kind of said he doesn't want to say it because he still has to earn his stripes every day in training session, but he's one of those guys it's hard to take him off the field and hard to take him off the 11.
I mean, it's class. It's just all class for that man.
All class.
All class.
Yeah. Who won the outfit of the game coming into this, John, as we're continuing to preview, and I'm looking what's next on my notes. Who did we give it to?
I thought we gave it to.
Was it Andre Schleffly?
Yeah.
Or was it Mateo Francu?
No, it was the shades. For me,
the shades.
It was a clean fit. Crisp, simple, simplistic, ready for the sun, and, I mean, it's beaming out there right now, too.
It was like 95 at the pregame party today. It's a warm day out there.
As the Moses like to say, it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat. and they're out here still supporting the Matadors like they do every single game, and we're glad that we're hoping for another great turnout tonight. You know, we had over 5,000 people turn up for a midweek game on a Wednesday, and then over 6,000 for a Friday night game. John, we feeling like we're going to get a good attendance tonight?
Oh, Father's Day weekend. You want to kind of get out here before you get to the lake on Sunday, something like that. Get all your family members together. We had the fire department PD football match before this, too.
What a beautiful transition.
Oh, yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
exactly right. 4-2, the final score of that game. John, who won the game?
Fire department.
Fire department did.
Another year in a row consecutive.
Yeah, they haven't lost in this match, but major improvements by the police department on their side. They had a couple of forwards that looked like they've played. And the way you know is that he had the frosted tips on his hair. I saw you, police officer.
Just coming out there.
You.
Oh, he had the style.
Yeah, he did. He looked the part of playing, and they had some great kits from our friends at United Supermarkets. United Supermarkets is our game day presenting sponsor today. Of course, Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership, is our streaming partner since 1971. They've been helping everybody across the South Plains get the right vehicle for them. Go see our friends off of Spur 327. 4-2 was that final score, though, and it's so cool seeing our law enforcement and our first responders coming together and competing against each other.
I mean, it kind of built into the friendly rivalry that they have, too. I know they were talking about it for all their media presses.
Dude, that was
that
hilarious.
They were
I saw
what
K-Mac did.
Oh, that was excellent.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But they kind of lead into, like, the friendly rivalry part of it. I know fire department has some of this tied into it as well. It's like, hey, we include this in there for their onboarding for all the new firemen that they have and women. And it's like, this is what we want to do. They're very proud, actually, of obtaining those wins, too, and they can add another one to the tally this year.
Every time they scored, all 4 goals that they scored, they had a fire truck doing the sirens going off. It was the whole thing, man. And they had great uniforms. They looked awesome out there, and they had a great crowd for it as well.
Sponsored by United, actually.
Sponsored by United.
This is a great look. Also, United, a little bit of info here, looks great across the chest there, too.
Oh, it does. They gave out some free shirts today. Maybe we could bother Adri to see if we could get,
yeah,
get
throw
a
that
look
over
at
here
it.
real
We can
quick.
get a look at it. So United gave out free shirts to the first 300 fans that came to the game today. My wife was one of them. So was John's wife. She got one. So there it is, the Lubbock Matadors shirt. That is pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah, good look.
That's one of those. That's one of those.
100% cotton. This actually looks like it breathes very well, too.
Yeah, and it breathes. And then
Bring
we
that
also
poster
have,
over
yeah,
here,
yeah,
too.
we also have a poster.
They've been doing this a series of items. If you haven't made it out to a match, you should, because you can get one of these things here. They're all different every match, too.
This one has a tie on it, John, and it almost made me want to bring some ties up here for us to wear. You see Notorious there wearing a tie, beating up an astronaut. And, of course, he's got a six-pack and everything, Notorious does.
For the fire department, too, shout out to John Ryan Gallegos, too. He's a friend of mine.
You saw him walking up. He was wearing slides and had some long socks on.
He had the soccer player look.
He did.
And the dad look with the hat, too.
He was rocking it, man. He was rocking it, and it was a lot of fun. You want to make sure you get out to these games early. There's a pregame party and all different things. Going back to previewing this match, John, and a little bit of what's happening across the country. Goal differential, crazy how important that stat is. Right now, the Matadors are +9. FC Brownsville is +2. Have you looked at the overall NPSL standings, though, John?
Not recently. I checked them this morning. I don't have them in the paper notes here, but I do have them on the laptop. So
goal differential, when you have a good goal differential, it usually translates well into the win-loss column, okay? So the team that's positive in the goal differential is killing it on the season. Virginia Dream did have their first loss of the season the other day, John. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
Yeah, they had their first loss of the season. They are still +39 in the goal differential.
I was going to say it's pretty comfortable for them.
Yeah,
they can put the ball in the net, so there's probably not too much worry there. I mean, they had their first loss. Lubbock's had their first loss, but it doesn't rattle the foundation of the team.
No, foundation's there. It's firm.
Well, Coach talked about it too. It's like we play within a set framework here, but we also allow that freedom for the players to be themselves too. So if that's the same mindset that they carry too, both those teams are in fine shape.
On the other side of things, in the negative side of things, on the negative goal differential, because there's some teams that have given up some goals. It's been a rough year for the Alexandria Rough Diamonds. And I hate that I had to use that dad pun right there, but it's been a rough year. They're sitting -37. They're 0-6 on the season, John. I hope they find a way to bounce back. I'm glad the Matadors are not in that spot because that would be a rough game to broadcast.
I mean, it's you want to tie it back to the Lone Star Conference there too. Again, we talked about Brownsville being #2 the last 2 seasons. Bottom of the table almost there. They had a head-to-head fight of the bottom of the table, if you want to call it that, with Fort Worth, and they didn't come out victorious. And I think that's kind of what's lingering on their mind too. They don't want to get into a worse season, so you want to get into a better shape, bounce back form game for them tonight.
Yeah. Going to some of the comments here on social media, it says, "Welcome back, game day crew from Wonder Tree. We're glad to be back."
Hey.
Leighton Thomas, Jack Thomas. family, dad maybe, I think is what I was told,
yeah.
says hello from England. Hello, Leighton.
Hey.
Good to see you. What time is it there, Leighton? I'd love to know.
Plus 6 hours. Add 6
Arthur
to it.
Ybarra, he got some moves on that pitch. Do you?
He's talking about me, yeah. I scored a goal.
What position do you play?
Well, I'm a midfielder by nature. I started as a forward before. I can play some defense, but if I had to sit somewhere, it'd probably be defensive mid, so I can help usher in the attack, kind of funnel everything to move up into the attacking third. And also get track back as quickly as I can and give everybody a run for their money.
I'll never forget. Okay, Arthur, there was a time that John and I were playing basketball. We were hooping, and I missed like a wide open 10-foot jump shot, and he ripped into me really good. I hope you're like that on the soccer field.
I'm trying to get comfortable with the guys that I'm playing with now. I don't want to scare them.
He ripped into me. He's like, dude, how did you miss that? I loved it. Wonder Tree, a goalkeeper with some swagger. Andre's a special one for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He has been a special one this season for the Matadors in the net. You got to have a little confidence and a little swagger to be in goal.
Well, I mean, the point Coach was talking to us about pregame was we don't want to concede at home. This is one thing, like we're in front of a large crowd, and as large as it can get, you don't want to let them down. But also pride comes into that too, which is something all the boys carry. But for sure, you don't want to concede when you're at home. Keep those clean sheets. I kind of look forward to that tonight.
Yeah, I'd love to see a clean sheet tonight. And I want to see the Matadors score as many goals as they can. We got to quit with the biasness a little bit, right? But, you know, we're wearing the Matador gear a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we can show a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Wonder Tree also said shout out to the unis from the game earlier. Those blue ones were sick, and they had a special design on it. United donated both departments, the police department and the fire department, $2,500 to thank the men and women for stepping up and doing what they do every day to keep us healthy, keep us safe, and all the things, and I think that's really cool.
Oh, they made a joke about first responders, last responders, another little jab for them, but all in all, appreciative of both departments for doing what they do.
First responders, last responders. Is the EMS like the middle responder there, I guess?
You know, no one ever talks about them.
Like
they just kind of leave them out. They're like the middle child, I guess.
Is the EMS like they should have a club? They should have a team too, right?
They actually, you know what you should do moving forward. EMS, shout out to you. Get a rotation going. So it's like, hey, fire department won against PD this year, and then you switch. Here's the next challenger coming in.
The wheels are turning, dude. Like, we could get the sheriff's department involved.
See,
you
there
could
you
get
go.
DPS involved. You could do a whole bracket of first responders.
That's what I'm saying. Start a rotation going.
Volunteer fire departments would love to get in on this too, probably, you know.
Or because you have 5 home games, build like a mini tournament.
And the last one is
and
the big
And then the last one will be the big one. And then they can have like a city cup. That's what I would call it.
The city cup.
I would call it that. Y'all can credit me on that too. When this thing actually happens.
This kind of all actually just happened organically on here, by the way.
I mean,
there was no conversation leading into this.
No, we didn't have anything.
Big brain move there by our guy, John. Honorary captain tonight. Have you heard who it is?
I have a hint of who it is.
He dressed up for the occasion today.
Okay.
Wearing Matador gear for the first time ever. Sean Dillon with Rock 101.1. He will be the honorary captain tonight. He's going to do the coin flip. I kind of gave him the lowdown already, John. The coin is rather heavy.
That got me. Me.
What?
No, it's because we saw Sean coming in, and he normally doesn't dress that way.
No.
You alluded to it earlier, and I didn't think that was a real thing, but I guess it is.
It's a real thing.
Shout out to Sean. He's a good dude.
He is a great dude, and he asked all the hard questions in the pregame press conference that I don't ask. I usually ask the goofy ones. Sorry, not sorry.
I wanted to pocket something, too, and for my keys of the match and then the players to watch for, too. He already had it covered. He's in the zone right now. He's in, like, end-of-season form right now, meaning that he's already gone through all the reps, and he knows exactly where he should be.
Yep.
He deserves the honorary.
He does. He works so hard. He's the guy down there on the camera, you know, in the corner of the end zone, a.k.a. right next to the goal when they make the goals.
Oh, you'll see him running.
He's running, dude. He's booking it, and it's a lot of fun to watch, Sean, and he does a great job covering the team.
Oh, yeah.
First kick tonight is my boy Pete Christie, which is really cool. He's my former boss at Channel 11, the sports director at KCBD. Happy birthday. It was yesterday. I know what the birthday means to him. But he'll be doing the first kick, and I guarantee you it's not a soccer-looking kick. He's going to go straight on. It's going to be like an old school. If you've ever watched NFL films where the kickers used to kick it straight on, that's what it's going to be tonight.
Back in the 60s?
Yeah.
Back in the 50s?
Before they figured out what the soccer kick looks like, you know, it's going to be straight on.
Had I known it was going to be Pete, I probably would have walked him through it a little bit. I know he's seen enough football to know how you're actually supposed to kick it, like keep that foot wide open. Hit it off the side, get a little bit of pressure on it too, but don't let me down, Pete. Please don't let me down.
Yes. We are having some more comments coming in here on the live stream. We're going to get into them a little bit. I hope he doesn't let you down. School of Rock was a highlight for me tonight, John. They did the national anthem, the last home match for the Lubbock Matadors. They were at the pregame party tonight. Live music's always fun, but when the youth are involved and they're out there putting on a show, man, it was super special out there tonight.
It starts, I guess, pretty much from what the entire the entire team from top to bottom. That's what it's about. It's about getting into the community. It's about getting everybody involved. And, I mean, the tunes they were playing out there, I was a little jealous.
Dude, they had a bass. They had an electric guitar. They had a girl rocking the drums.
They were smooth. I'll tell you that. They looked like they've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it was really cool to see the youth out there. That's what I had in the pregame show, though, John. And so let's get into some of the comments here coming in. Of course, we're going to welcome in a new audience in about 4 minutes. So game plan for us at 7:25, we're going to take a pause, or final pause, and then we'll welcome in our My Lubbock audience, and I'm looking forward to that. Some of the comments here: Dad pun on Father's Day from Wonder Tree. It's a weekend must. It's a must.
I celebrated Father's Day early.
Does that open the can for me tonight, John?
I think it does. I mean, you're a dad, so.
You're not going to be mad at me?
The governor is off, so you can put that pedal down as fast as you want.
Okay. Clayton saying, Mozos are marching. See you soon. Hey, if you want to become a Mozo, mozos.org, I believe is what the website is.
Oh, yeah.
And they have some merch out there, which is really cool. Go check out the Mozos website. They were promoting it out there at the pregame party tonight.
And it's friendly faces all the time, too.
Yep.
Once you're in, you're in.
Yvette saying South Africa in the house.
Hey,
That's Ryan Nadu's family there. Shout out to Yvette tuning in. Leighton saying it's 1:15 in England. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's dedication is what Wonder Tree says, and I agree with that. They're watching their kiddos, which is really cool, though.
Oh, yeah. 6-hour difference there. I mean, I'm up for Premier League matches, too, so I see you.
Brock, yes, they are related, so there's that. Wonder Tree in true child fashion, my DMV should be the refs in that game. The DMV should be the refs in that game. Dude, I'm loving it. Like, we have a vision here for the future.
I'm telling you, you can build on something like this, make it a thing. Little round robin.
A little bracket.
Round robin if you want to, if there's enough people not participating in it. But I think you can set up a small little tournament. Coming into the last home game of the season,
yeah,
that would be excellent.
All right, well, we're getting ready to take a break coming into this, and so we want to make sure we get our presenting sponsors for tonight. The game sponsor for tonight is United Supermarkets. Our guys were out at United Supermarkets just yesterday. If you saw a Matador there, well, it was on purpose. They were getting ready for tonight.
There was a whole purpose behind that. Again, we talk about community involvement. My brother was out there, actually. Got one of the Gatorade bottles signed. That was awesome.
Joe?
No, my younger brother.
Other brother, yes, sir. Not Jimmy. Jimmy's dad.
No, Jimmy's.
It's Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got it.
I remembered.
He knows me, I promise.
I do. He would yell at me at basketball. I do.
No, it was good,
him.
though. I mean, it's something that he wasn't expecting. He walked in, sees a couple Matadors players, starts having a conversation with them, and yeah, it's great for something like that to be out there. You literally do not expect any players to be anywhere. They're at the library, they're at Perry's, they're reading to the kids, they're doing all these things, signing autographs, and making sure that you feel as welcome as you've made them feel.
Yeah, it's all about community with this club, and they're all in on the Lubbock community. Our other streaming sponsor for tonight is Mears Mazda Volvo. We want to make sure we mention them all the time tonight because they do a lot for us. Since 1971, they've been taking care of you and your automotive needs. Go see our friends off Spur 327. They are jam-packed with cars, John, to the point where it's like coming out near the street. They have so many cars there. Whatever kind of car you want, they're going to have you there at Mears.
Oh, man, I hope it's not actually in the street.
No, it's not in the street, but, you're looking at it and you're like, man, if they put one more car out there, it's in the street.
It's like it's going to spill over.
Yeah, no, they'll have you covered and they'll have you taken care of. Hey, when we return, it's time for our break. 7:25 is here. So when we come back, we're going to welcome in a new audience on My Lubbock TV. We're going to do another complete refresh and preview the entire game as we're getting ready for this Lone Star Conference battle. It's the Lubbock Matadors hosting FC Brownsville. Who do you got? It's a rivalry game. I'm excited to see. We'll be back with more at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park right after this.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out. United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly, every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
And KCBD. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership. At Mears, you'll find the best inventory, the best process, and the best prices. Since 1971, our focus has been to provide our clients with an exceptional buying experience. Welcome into the booth, and welcome into game day, baby. Woo, we made it! It feels so good to be back. Devin Ward here alongside John Bocanegra. We are now live on My Lubbock TV. We've been live for our My Lubbock TV audience for about 30 minutes now on YouTube, and we're grateful that you are joining us here here today.
You might be missing out on some stuff that we didn't talk about before, but we got a lot of time to get to everything that you missed if you didn't catch the YouTube show.
It is the 6th all-time matchup between these two clubs. And if you're a Matador fan, you know about FC Brownsville. They're a team that's given you some trouble in the past. Their record might not look as pretty as it normally does when they come to town, but they're a name that you need to take serious coming into tonight.
Lubbock takes the first leg in that matchup in Brownsville, but, of course, a thorn in the side, knocked out of the playoffs last year. Brownsville's been the number 2 team the last 2 seasons, so, of course, nothing to shake a stick at. I know they're close to the bottom of the table here this year, but, yeah, you don't want to take your eye off the ball here.
Yeah, it was a Lone Star Championship game back on July 16th, 2023. That was out at Lubbock Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah, that was out at Lubbock Cooper. It still sticks with you. The record between these two teams, though, 3-2 in favor of FC Brownsville, and so they still own the all-time record against the Lubbock Matadors. The Matadors, though, they look to bounce back tonight, John, as they're facing a team that, again, is coming off a loss themselves, right? They lost 3-0 the other day to Fort Worth Vaqueros, but they're looking to bounce back tonight.
I mean, terrible loss for them. Lubbock, again, claims the first leg against Brownsville. Hard 48 hours, probably less than that for Brownsville coming into Lubbock. It's a dry heat tonight, too, at that. But you want to make a statement. You don't want this season to get worse if you're Brownsville. But for sure, for Lubbock, this is your bounce-back game.
Let me look at the weather, and let me get the updated weather for you coming in tonight, because weather will be a factor tonight. We might have a couple United
breaks,
Express hydration breaks. Currently, right now, John, it is 91, but feels like it's 95. Wind gusts could be up to 18.
Oh, and then that turf kind of holding in some of that heat at the pellets down there. It's probably going to be a little bit hotter than that.
Yeah.
Especially on the feet.
It's warm. It's toasty. I don't see a wind gust of 18 miles an hour, John. When we were out there, I was begging for a wind gust.
I didn't feel it. And we had that walk from the tailgate coming into here, too. I didn't feel any breeze whatsoever.
You know, this forehead is rather massive, and I was feeling it. I was feeling it dripping coming down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully we got the Lubbock Matadors on the big screen tonight. Hey, something that we didn't talk about on the YouTube broadcast that's kind of breaking news coming into tonight. They didn't do it in the last home match. They are debuting the light show tonight. Something new here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. They installed some new LED lights over the summer break in between, you know, at the end of the school year coming into this new football season, and they're going to test them out tonight.
Well, hopefully, if what Coach was talking about pregame, hey, you want to put the ball in the back of the net as many times as you can. Of course, Lubbock coming off that devastating loss to their first of the season. You want to see that ball go in the back of the net, and you want to see those lights going off too.
You want to see them going off, yeah, and you want to do it early, right? Because it's never fun playing catch up or trying to get that first goal. You want to get this big crowd that's going to be here tonight excited early and keep them excited all night long.
Coming out a little bit flat against West Texas FC. Team didn't kind of look like the performance that we were used to. It wasn't there. Soft first half, harder second half for them too, and it's just kind of getting a little bit of collected. They had a week, so they had a lot of time to get their thoughts together for that. Practice was intense. A lot of the guys are coming in saying, hey, I know this is kind of a shift going into the playoffs, which we'll talk about later, but more so this is a reset for them. This is something to kind of get them back on track.
You kind of talk about having a week off. Is fresher legs going to have an impact tonight in this matchup?
It helped Fort Worth against Brownsville in their last match on Thursday. Fort Worth had a whole week of rest. They had a tough stretch of games in their last 5 as well, but they looked to be the better of the team. They were spry. They were on the ball. Kind of didn't bring that energy to Lubbock, but again, you had all that time off. Collect yourself, kind of see things, try different things in training, but solidify what you want to do, and Lubbock is doing that, again, coming into tonight.
So Matadors are down to their last 4 games of the season, John, and when you start thinking about, okay, you only got 4 left, 1, you want to come out here and see the team because this is a really good team, but 2, but you start thinking about playoff picture a bit. Some of the teams in our conference are starting to see that, hey, we got a spot in it now. If the Matadors take care of business tonight, they win, they're in. Right, and so that's something that they want to be able to check off tonight. We think about that. They're not thinking about that, though.
That's just TV talk for us. I mean, there is a storyline for Lubbock to, you're second right now on the table. Oklahoma United FC on top right now with 13 points. They still have a game in hand, too, so they have that little bit of advantage there. Fort Worth kind of creeping up in the 4 right there. Arkansas a little bit behind them too, but it's important. Fort Worth needed that win, so that was big playoff implications for them on Thursday. Lubbock coming into tonight too. You kind of want to get the top seed here and establish yourself. You already did that at the beginning of the season. You had your first loss, but again, getting everything right back on track and to show everyone in the Lone Star Conference this is where we think we deserve to be.
Absolutely. So Brownsville coming into this game, if you're looking at that Lone Star Conference standings, they're limping a bit, right? In their last 5, they're Here's how it's gone down, okay? They had a loss, they had 2 draws, another loss, and then a win. They're limping into here, John. That's kind of hard for another team, right? Because, like, okay, if you're the Matadors, you see that coming in, they're going to give their best shot, but then it's like, okay, how do they get out of this rut a little bit, right? They're going to be a hungry team tonight, is what I'm saying.
And in those tie games that they had, I mean, you tie against Oklahoma United FC, I mean, you're the team that should be taking those points, they're dropping points to you. It's difficult for them, yes, but also that's something that you can still pick your chin up about, too. These teams should be beating you. You haven't played to form the last 2 seasons like that team has been known to play. But it's better for them to come into this saying, hey, you know what? We can push people to the limit, and we're going to do that tonight.
Head coach of the Lubbock Matadors, David Ormiston, he's in his first year leading the charge. He seemed really good in the pregame press conference today. He had a Celsius, peach flavored, by the way. Had to make sure I knew.
Oh, yeah.
But he seemed really great coming into today, and he feels really good about his guys and some new names in the starting 11, or rather maybe one name that we're used to seeing in the starting 11 not here today, and we'll get into that in a minute. But, like, he seemed really good.
He was relaxed. Again, you had a week off. You had all this time to kind of put yourself together. But the training, I think, is where it was a little bit different for them. The intensity was there. The players knew exactly what was at stake. Nobody likes losing, especially if you're a competitor. You don't like losing. Coming into this, we lost this last game. Kind of need someone to take it out on, and might be unfortunate for FC Brownsville if Lubbock kind of puts the pedal to the metal here.
Well, and Coach Ormiston, you know, in his previous coaching job at West Texas FC last year, he told us that his team started slow in the part of the year, right? And then about halfway through it clicked, and they started scoring more and more goals, averaging like 2.5 a game rather than 1 a game or 1.5 a game. And so you're hopefully wanting to see that tonight as well, where it clicks. You know, they're starting to get those where the opportunities, they've been getting the opportunities, they just haven't been able to get them in the back of the net. Maybe those start happening tonight.
We'll preach a little bit of what Coach was saying as one of the keys to victory here. He wants to see execution. He knows the boys can get into the box. They 16 yards, 6 yard, whatever. You know that you can get in there and do the damage that you're supposed to do. They're just not taking enough chances. And he wants to see the guys execute, following through, kind of finishing those runs, finishing your chances on goal, and actually putting the ball in the net where it belongs. If you're a Lubbock fan, you're used to scoring, of course. But also to make sure that Brownsville doesn't get a foothold in anything tonight.
So we got 2 TV commercial timeouts before we get to first kick. So let's go ahead and get ready for that first one. And when we come back, we're going to have our Mears Mazda keys to the game as well as your starting 11. So when we return, we got a lot more in store. First kick coming your way really soon from Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. Lone Star Conference action coming your way right after this.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell
2 minutes.
my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out. United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
How's it? Welcome back to Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. It's game day. We're moments away from first kick. The pageantry and all the things are going on down there on the field right now. They just had the kids from the kids camp run off. National anthem just wrapped up. Beautiful rendition from the orchestra here in town. I'm not sure what orchestra it was, but it was outstanding. We got 2 minutes before we got to go to another commercial break. John, real quick, Mears Mazda, keys to the game tonight. Your keys and then Coach Ormiston's keys, and see how they are awfully similar.
They meshed actually pretty well. Get the ball in the back of the net. We talked about that in the pre-show before. You got to see them score, and especially after the last result that they had on the road, you're in front of a home crowd now. You want to see that ball go in the net. Don't let the ball stick. Keep everything moving. Coach talked about execution. You want to make sure you get up the field as quickly as you can. Brownsville is going to look to outpace you. Do it first before they do. Pressure on defense, too. You want to create all these mistakes. You want to make sure that they're not having a chance to think about anything, and when they are thinking about something, it's going to be either turning the ball over or not executing how they should. Brownsville keys to victory, force the pace. They like to get started early, run downhill as quickly as you can, make sure you're keeping the goalkeeper on his heels there, too, and the back line as well. Jam the middle. You want to make sure that they were open in their last match against Fort Worth, and they exploited, and I say exploited in every sense of the word, the middle. Running through, creating chances, and just pushing the pace. On their heels, Brownsville was in that last match. And finally, keep a cool head.
Yeah.
We know they have the most red cards here in the Lone Star Conference at 3. Just make sure you keep your composure. You are on the road again, and I know it's a long stretch in 48 hours to make sure that, hey, we didn't have a good result against Fort Worth. We're going to come into Lubbock and do what we need to do if you're Brownsville.
You're seeing the pageantry happen out there. Sean going to be the honorary captain, and then Pete Christie with the first kick. Coach's keys to the match. Let's see if they match with yours, John. He said, be more clinical, be aggressive, don't concede at home. That was it. Those are his keys to the match. And when we return from this small commercial break, we're going to have your starting 11 and first kick. It's going to be a bang-bang thing as it happens. So stay with us. We'll be back right after this on My Lubbock TV and on the Matadors YouTube channel.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off, and the final buzzer to the last out. United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
You're watching Lubbock Matadors football on YouTube and on My Lubbock TV. Of course, this is being sponsored by Mears Mazda Volvo. Since 1971, it's been their focus to provide clients with an exceptional buying experience. We have a replay, and there it was. Pete Christie doing the first
What
kick
a
tonight. He didn't fail us. And then there's the clap right there by Duvon. Letting him know he did a good job. Of course, Duvon's one of the captains. And speaking of captains, as we're getting ready for first kick, let's get into our – actually, first kick's already underway.
Yes,
first
sir.
kick at 7:47 here tonight. Let's get into our starting 11s presented by who's ready? I'm ready. You're ready. We're all ready. Your starting 11 for the Lubbock Matadors today. In goal is Andre Schleffly. Number 14, Duvon Canchilla, your midfielder. Number 11, Jack Thomas getting the start. JT, he's one of your midfielders. Jamal Williams, one of the new names in the starting 11 here tonight. Jamal looks to have a big night tonight, right, John?
Oh, absolutely. Coach talked about him in practice earning his spot tonight.
Lud Klaassen getting the start tonight. Another guy that earned his spot. Midfielder, he's a senior from the Netherlands. Mesvin Roda. That's one of John's favorite guys right there.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I like Roda. He's a good guy. He's a good guy to like. Nico Cross getting the start as well, rocking number 6. Ryan Nadeau, one of your defenders, one of your former men of the match as well, getting the start. A lot of action happening down there as we're doing this. Stefan Billanek back in the starting lineup. A guy that earned the signature stag man of the match as well. Theo Butterworth and Tim Kulishap. There we go. There's your starting 11 for the Lubbock Matadors. John, take it away with FC Brownsville.
Number 5, Emmanuel Merito, at number 5. Number 8, Hiromasa Iwe. We were talking about him at the beginning of the game here. Number 10, Edmundo Lorca. Raimundo Zuniga at number 11. Kenneth Reyes at 14. 17, Luis Villarino. Eric Coronado at number 19. Juan Perez Hernandez at number 20. Edgar Garcia at 21. Jose Echavarria, 26. Number 22, Andres Martinez in the net.
Every one of the Brownsville players, John, had a nickname almost on their website, and it's really cool. So I might be calling out some nicknames tonight. An example for Hiromasa Iwe is Hiro, right? That seems like a natural nickname, right? Matadors with possession here deep on the defensive side. This is the side of the field. They'll be going from right to left to start things off as I see Sean Dillon standing by the goal over there, honorary captain.
Great turn there.
Yeah, Jamal Williams trying to push it forward to JT, Jack Thomas. Giving him a nickname since we're talking about nicknames, right, John?
Good control there. JT kind of looking to get into space there, as you saw before it was cut out by Brownsville there. Hot start for both teams there. Just kind of a back-and-forth effort on both parts.
Of course,
you're looking for Lubbock to kind of slow it down there a little bit.
Tonight, if you're looking for hungry for some real scratch-made goodness, make sure to visit our friends at Bubba 33. They take pride in crafting every dish fresh every day. From hand-scratched, stone-baked pizzas to big, bold burgers stacked high with premium ingredients, it's all made in-house, right down to the sauces and dressings. But For even more great food, they are a part of this community. That's why they're proud to team up with the Lubbock Matadors Soccer Club. Come experience the hometown hospitality and unbeatable flavor at Bubba's 33 that they can serve you and welcome you today. Jamal Williams trying to push it out front and gathered in. John, what'd you see there?
Great touch, getting into open space. They're challenging that back line very early. And Williams, again, coach was talking about him pregame, making the effort and kind of making a name for himself, and that's why he's in the starting lineup tonight.
Jamal Williams, the pride of Wayland Baptist University, 45 miles up the road. This season he scored. He hasn't been able to find the net, but he does have a yellow card to his name. He has seen a lot of action this season. And he's a guy that when he's out there, John, he's been a super sub all season. You feel his energy, and he is similar to Momo. He's really good with his feet, and he's really good at moving the ball up the field.
Stringy looking. According to coach, kind of skinny,
but
stronger.
strong.
He's got strength behind that speed, too, a deadly combination, especially if you're a forward.
You got to be strong, especially in soccer. It's a physical game. You got to be able to box people out. You got to be able to lower your shoulder and get through people, and so you got to have some strength behind it, right?
Oh, absolutely, especially with a very tough back line there for FC Brownsville.
And if you play John in his 7-on-7 league, he's physical, man. You should see him out there. He throws elbows.
Not elbows.
Oh, not elbows.
Throw the body into him. Make him feel it. Make him understand it.
Let him know that John is here. And we're glad that you are here joining us tonight here on YouTube and on My Lubbock TV. Jay's saying we had some audio issues, but that's okay. We got them fixed. We're the best broadcast in the league. Hey, we'll take that. Thank you, Jay. We'll take that. Luke Mulkey saying Jack Thomas is my hero. No, Luke, you're our hero. We know you're one of the Matadors this season. We love that you're watching. Nick E saying come on, Doors. And then Brock saying, Jay, agreed. Check out some of the other channels this week. And this is the best coverage of games by far.
Hey, I'll take it.
Donato 8 Nacho. I love the name, and I think I say that every time I read it. Where is Momo? I think there's going to be some news on Momo coming up very soon that Matador fans will be proud of. But I don't think it's
spoil it. We don't want to spoil it.
It's not our place to say it.
But he's doing well. He's doing well.
Yes, he is. Donato 8 Nacho. Do you think he ate the nachos?
I hope he did.
I hope he did. Matadors 5-1 on the season. FC Brownsville 1-3-2. Head coach of Brownsville is Jonathan Robledo. Hopefully I said his last name right. I doubt I did. John, did I say it right?
You were close.
I was close. Can you correct me in your Abner Uresti voice? Roll the R.
Nowhere near there.
Okay.
Robledo is his name.
Robledo. Pushing the ball forward is FC Brownsville. Looking for a cross.
Great attack there into the box. And Hiromasa is actually getting in there, too, just to keep an eye out for it. Very slinky, too, similar to JT on our end.
Yep, this season. So Hiromasa this season has 4 goals, has 1 yellow card, and he is one of the players that is at the top of the pecking order in the Lone Star Conference in terms of goals this season. 4
tallied on his score sheet there. And, again, he creates very well, but loves to get into space just like that.
The pride of Japan. As that ball gets past Rhoda and rolls out of bounds, I believe. Are we about to have? No, it's a goal kick.
That'll be a goal kick.
Breezy. Momo went pro, question mark. Breezy, I just was told that he is doing well and that the Matadors will release something very soon that would be proud of. So I can't, right? It's not something I can't say.
You just can't.
We got to shut it down there. We're going to shut it down there. Just know that we're in good hands tonight with Jamal Williams out there and playing that forward spot.
We're seeing Lubbock kind of control more of the pace there. In the middle of the field, we talked about exploiting them as one of the keys to victory here. Methodical build-up, not getting too antsy, not trying to outpace yourself here. Great pressure from FC Brownsville getting on the ball there.
To complete out since we just did the starting 11, let's let you know who the 18 is for tonight. Your sub at goal tonight is Ollie Marshall. Ollie's rocking number 23. Nicholas Anson Carlson is another sub. He's one of your midfielders. Other subs tonight for the Matadors, as that ball is scooped up right there by the goalkeeper. Dylan Clark, he's one of your defenders, will be wearing number 15. Bryce Glisson is a forward wearing number 7. Jack Pasco wearing number 10. Stefan Rube wearing number 2. And Mateo Francu, the guy that coach gave the outfit of the game coming into tonight, is one of your subs as well.
Steezy, if you're a former skateboarder like myself. Steezy. Very steezy.
What is steezy?
It's got style. Very drippy. You want to say drippy?
Drippy.
Got the aura?
Yeah, no,
He's
that's
got
what
aura. He had aura.
That is what that was the word coach used, was aura. And I felt like I was sitting next to one of my 17-year-old high school students. I think that was the word of the year this year, was aura. John, you got aura, dude.
Oh, thanks.
He's him. I say that every game, too. He's him. FC Brownsville in 2025, they started out the year with a 2-1 loss to Arkansas on May 13th. Had a huge win over CF10 Houston, the Matadors' next home opponent. It was an 8-1 victory back on May 17th. When you win 8-1, John, you got to be feeling really good about it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's about as good a game as you want to have. Almost flawless, minus that one goal there that they gave up.
Trying to get it up to Jamal Williams. He's going to be able to save that right there as he gets it a little forward to JT, and JT resets.
Almost overpaced it there, but JT's quick.
Yep.
Nope, that actually did go out.
It did go out. All right, but since then, John, since that 8-1 victory for Brownsville, it's been nothing but sad news for them. 3-2 loss to Lubbock Matadors back on the 23rd of May, and then 2 back-to-back draws, and then a 3-0 loss just 48 hours ago. It's been rough sledding since then. How do they bounce back and get out of this rut, John?
I mean, it's the second leg on the road here for them, and the end of the season is kind of close for them, too. Again, you don't want the results to be worse than what you've had already. I know there was a point penalty coming into the season as well.
Yep.
But again, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Absolutely. Of course, for the Lubbock Matadors, they started out with a 1-0 victory over Arkansas, then rattled off a lot of wins since then, right? 3-2 win over Brownsville on the 23rd, 3-0 win over Houston on the 25th, 2-0 win over Arkansas on the 30th, 3-0 victory over the Fort Worth Vaqueros, and then a 2-1 loss over West Texas. Matadors have started the year hot, and they're looking to bounce back tonight. Rhoda there, or Nadu, pushing it forward.
Right idea for Nadu, looking for that inside cut diagonal run from the edge coming in.
He's one of the coaches out there on the field, and I think that's why they always put him out there on that far side, right, John? Because he knows how Coach Ormiston works and what he wants to see out there on the field.
You want to see creativity kind of coming naturally to the players is what Coach likes to do. Not giving away all the secrets there because, I mean, that's a pretty well-known fact. You want to get the most out of your players by making them play as themselves.
Right.
And looking towards the edge there on the other side of the ball, FC Brownsville likes to take advantage. As you see, a great steal there by Hero there with the steal going out of play there. But, yeah, FC Brownsville likes to take advantage of the edges, too, so look for them to play kind of outside in.
Finishing off our starting 11 and the substitutes, we're going to look over at FC Brownsville now. Brandon Anderson is going to be one of your substitutes for Brownsville tonight, wearing number 25. Brian Padilla wearing number 7. Diego Lopez will be wearing number 12. Giovanni Barrientos wearing number 16.
Gio.
Yep. Josue Navarro Garcia wearing number 9. And then number 28, Martin Gonzalez. Those are going to be the subs for FC Brownsville.
For Lubbock here, going into the middle, you see Kachula kind of pulling up on the left side, angling a little bit up the field, kind of applying a little bit of pressure. He's unmarked right now, but the ball's on the other side of the field as Lubbock tries to get in the box.
Yeah, Nadu looking for a cross, scooped in by the goalkeeper.
Good job by Andres Martinez there. He's very aware. I like the classic look with the rings on the socks there. That's a nice fit.
He's kind of a recent signing, too. I looked on the Brownsville Facebook, which, by the way, they got 3 different pages. One has been inactive since 2022. And then they got 2 active pages still as JT steals that away. Shooting it from deep. Gathered in by Martinez. Technically, that's a shot right there, John.
Oh, yeah.
John is going to be keeping our stats over there. We got our names and numbers early today, and so John is in his groove, and he's rocking and rolling over here.
I'm in the zone.
And we're grateful that you are here as well tonight, in the zone, watching this. It's been a lot of fun bringing you these games here on YouTube and on My Lubbock TV, and we can't do this without our sponsors. And, of course, United Supermarkets and United Express are the official grocery and convenience stores of the Lubbock Matadors. Visit United Supermarkets in Market Street or Amigos to become a rewards member today and use your points to save on groceries or fuel. They are proud to support the Lubbock Matadors, Lubbock soccer team.
You had Brownsville there, shoving them back there. Easy call to make. You had Brownsville kind of controlling more of the ball, switching the field, trying to find a way to get past that Lubbock defense in the middle, and they're just having a rough go at it right now.
Speaking of United Supermarkets, as you're looking at this instant replay right here, tonight United gave away little fans to the audience. It's hot. It's 90-plus degrees. I think we said, what was it in the pregame? Like 90. Yeah. Let's live in the 90s. But it's little fans to keep the fans cool. All right, fans to keep the fans cool. That's.
I hear you.
Yeah, you picking up what I'm laying down?
That's your first dad joke there?
No, but on one side of it, it's yellow, and the other side is red, and the fans immediately stood up and was holding the yellow right there, trying to get in the head of the official early.
Nah, no retaliation there. It's an easy call. Put the ball back down, blow the whistle, let's go.
I love that, though, that the United, our game sponsor tonight, gave that to the fans.
They've made every effort this season to put themselves there with the fans to kind of share the experience there or enhance the experience in some cases. I mean, you want to throw the red card out there, turn the flat side there where the United Supermarket's name is, and flash it at the ref there.
Well, and it's also
give them a little hint.
It's also keeping our fans cool. But I think we have some cloud coverage happening right now because I don't see a shadow anywhere. Right?
It's coming in back over us and behind us.
You may be right.
It's a great night. It's a great night for football.
I may be crazy, but I'm seeing some positive things here, and it's good for the fans.
Great defense there for Lubbock.
Okay, I'm looking to see if we have any comments. John, we did not set a goal tonight for our subscription count for YouTube. Of course, coming into it, we were at like 660, I think is where we were at. We were just short of our goal from the last game. We want to set a goal for tonight as well because we have a whole new audience tuning in tonight on the YouTube channel. John, what was our total coming into tonight as he's pulling it up here?
I believe it is at 671 subscribers. We already are kind of close to where I was kind of aiming to there. As the ball sails over the middle of the field there.
We're hoping for 700. That's my goal now. What do you think, John?
Let's go 700.
Let's get 7 Benjamins.
Let's do it.
On the subscription count, but we can't do it without you, the audience. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and share it with your friends because we're here bringing you all the action here on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. And of course, and if you're watching on My Lubbock TV, this is where we're interacting with fans. And if you want to be a part of the action, come join us there on the YouTube channel. Jamal Williams there, battling for possession and winning it. Outrunning the defender.
Great head of steam there.
Yeah, look and go with his right foot, deflected. And we're going to get our first signature stag man shop. Corner kick, signature stag, your one-stop man shop. They were voted the best man shop in Lubbock, John.
Oh, without a doubt, and for good reason.
I like that from Jamal Williams right there, right?
We talked about him being fast and wiry, and he just outpaced the defense there on the right side of that formation for them.
Yeah, he did. Signature stag, corner kick, signature stag, your one-stop man shot. Duvon Canchilla here with it, standing at 6'2", or 6 foot rather, from Columbia. Great ball, great header. G-O-A-L. Goal off the corner kick. Jack Thomas using his head and gives the Matadors the 1-0 lead. Look at your goalkeeper, Andre Schleffly, getting the Mozos into it. It's celebration time as the Matadors jump out early.
Perfect placement, unguarded. JT, all he had to do was flick his head. The ball goes into the side of the net there. And tough break for Andres Martinez there, just unaware where that was going.
So in the 16th minute there, Jack Thomas fist pumping, celebrating with Duvon Canchilla there. Big smile on his face. And I know Leighton in the comment section's got to be excited because his son just put one on the board. Outstanding start. And this is what you wanted for the Matadors, right? You wanted them to throw the first punch and get it on there early as we're now in the 16th minute.
It just looked like there was a lot of confusion there for FC Brownsville, not really knowing who they were marking up. And just, Thomas is short, let's be real. There's no way he should be unmarked like that. Absolutely not.
Scouting report says you got to know where he's at all times, right?
We talked about it on the other end, too. Hito Iwe, he likes to get into space. And we said Jack Thomas does the same thing there, too. And somehow, in a packed box right there on the 6-yard, he was able to find it.
He's been one of those guys, John, that has been my crutch word in TV is opportunity. He's had a million of them this season, and he's been able to capitalize on a few of them. Let me see how many he's had this season as here comes Brownsville looking for a cross, blocked by Schleffly. That's a save right there, John, because they had somebody cutting back behind him.
Jose Antonio there, great gather there, beating the defense. Slight touch, tricky touch, too. Great service from the back there.
So
just got enough of the header, just got enough of the header to get into the box there. Contested enough, and Andre right there on the right part of the line.
Jack Thomas now has 4 goals this season. John wanted to put a final touch on that as that ball gets booted up by Duvon Canchilla, trying to be saved. And it's going to be a corner kick. Signature stag corner kick. Signature stag, your one-stop man shop.
Hey, shout out to Clayton. Let's go, Jack. Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking to see the number of the player that is doing the corner kick. It looks like number 9, Josue Navarro, is
Great
who
ball
I have
there
on my
in the-
roster.
Great ball there and on the near post.
Ooh, and
Shot goes a little bit over there.
yep, over and to the right. Schleffly diving for it, just to be safe. Looking at the comments here, what a goal, 1-0. Let's go, says Cody Cross. Arthur saying goal. John saying very cool, exclamation point. Leighton Thomas using his height to his advantage. Talking about Jack there, right? Being able to hide and be able to move his way around through some taller traffic. I could see it.
Set a little screen there.
John is going back and looking at the instant replay. He's debuting a new tablet tonight. Is it your bride's tablet?
It is.
Shout out to her for letting you use it, man.
It had a gaming laptop that's just too bulky.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
And then Clayton saying, let's go, Jack. I think that's what you were reading a minute ago.
Yeah, shout out to Clayton. Part of the Mozos,
Part of the Mozos.
who do not know what silence means.
No, they're the ones that you hear throughout the entire game yelling Matadors FC or SC right now. Of course, SC stands for Soccer Club. Hey, yo, they just did the wave, John. That's
Really?
the first time I've seen it at a Matadors game. They're doing it right now on your screen or in the stands right now. It's all about community and having fun with it. Yeah, you see it on your screen now. I see you, Sarah, getting that shot for us. Thank you.
FC Brownsville pacing up the field there. Eway funneling into the great outside foot touch there.
Yeah, that
to
was
get
with
into
the left
box.
foot, and it had a unique spin on it, John.
That's a
and
good save
they go
there.
right back to him here. Left foot, right foot, firing from deep, off the crossbar, and off again. Saved by Schleffly. We're looking to get some confirmation. Brownsville is celebrating.
No goal.
No goal. Andre Schleffly saving that one, and that should be a great instant replay in just a few moments if we got it. Here it is, John. 1, 2, 3, firing from deep.
Echevarria was the one that put the ball into play there.
Oh, wow, he was barely able to save
bit of a
it.
push there. They called the foul on that one there, but Brownsville, again, they like to play outside in, and they put the ball in the exact spot you want your goalkeeper to second guess it.
Big thing here, John, is that the entire ball has to cross the line.
Oh, yeah.
It can't just be part of the ball. It's got to be the entire ball that crosses that line.
That was the thing one of my friends was confused about. It's like, the ball went out of bounds. It didn't. The whole ball has to cross the line there. And that goes for touch line on the sidelines there, the goal line, and, of course, the goal line in the goal.
20 minutes into this ball game, John, give us your thoughts on the first 20.
I mean, it's pace. It's all been pace for Lubbock so far. FC Brownsville kind of picked it up in the last 5, but you see that they do have some fangs, and they haven't showed all of them just yet. Just one. I know there's 2 fangs. It's only one.
Okay. And now you got me wondering.
How do you get the second one? You'll see.
Yeah.
Ball goes out of play there.
I know 1 + 1 = 2, but I think you're multiplying here. And I'm not doing you're
top
doing
set is top set, bottom set. How about that?
top set, bottom set. Still not getting the hint. Some physical play and a lot of it. Some shoving. Tempers are flaring and the officials are having to get involved. Brownsville going, and there's going to be a card, the first yellow card of the ball game. Yellow cards this season are brought to you by United Supermarkets. 2 yellow cards were given, 1 to the Matadors and 1 to FC Brownsville. I think that's Theo Butterworth getting hit with a yellow card. That is his 3rd yellow card of the season. Here's your instant replay. Really physical play happening here.
Yeah, it's going to be
Arms
Butterworth kind of initiating that. There was a little bit of pushing before that, but you got to prevail here with the cooler head.
Jose Echevarria, there we go. Jose Echevarria, a.k.a. Chevy, with his 2nd yellow card of the season for FC Brownsville. So here's a free kick. John outside of the box, solid 7 yards outside of it. Still in striking range. Matadors got to be ready.
Bunching the formation there on the back. We saw that first cross for their corner kick coming in on the near post. Body in there.
Yeah.
It's getting busy.
Physical play is what we were kind of thinking we were going to see tonight, John, and we're seeing it.
Service coming in here.
Stutter stepping, going with the right boot. Looking for a header.
Great save there.
Yeah, and here comes Jamal Williams. Oh, man, and took him out. There's another yellow card. That yellow card is presented by United Supermarkets. Go see our friends at United Supermarkets today. John, he had to take him out there, otherwise Jamal was going the opposite field.
Oh, it was a great counter opportunity there. And again, we talked about the speed. We talked about the pace of Jamal Williams.
I know we just had a shot of it, and I was looking to see the number of that young man that had the yellow card. But yellow cards, again, are presented by United Supermarkets. That's the second one for FC Brownsville. The Matadors have one tonight as well. I'm listening to see if the PA announcer had a number.
I believe that was number 10, Edmundo Lorca.
Okay. So that is Lorca's first yellow card of the season. More physical play. So the Matadors are going to get a throw in here.
Oh, Eway just lets that ball get in front of him a little bit, too. We talked about a man with pace. He's got a motor. It's surprising that actually went out in front of him like that.
Hey, shout out to our camera operators. Arthur saying that was a great shot there. Matadors gave them too much, that player too much room and time. They like the slow-mo in the comment section showing that it didn't cross the line.
Oh, yeah. Get a better look at it. Clearance there for Lubbock. Easy pickup there for Martinez. He's kind of trying to get his guys to push up the field there. Looks like Brownsville's just kind of standing around there. The middle of the field is wide open, too. You got two in the back for them, which is kind of unique.
Again, they're coming off a game 48 hours ago, right, John? That could be a little gassed right now, which I would be.
That dry heat probably not adding to some of that fatigue out there, too. And, of course, the game being as physical it is very early, I'd look for some substitutions probably earlier than the 60th.
Right.
Great ball there. Onside there. Easy pickup.
Andre Schleffly with the ball there. Hey, if you've been dealing with digestive issues like Crohn's, IBS, or acid reflux, you need to listen up. GI Alliance is not just the nation's leader in gastroenterology. They're also the forefront of groundbreaking research to improve treatment options for patients just like you and me. Their expert doctors are leading clinical studies to advance care, and you could be a part of it, whether you're looking for new treatment options or just want to help shape the future of GI health. GI Alliance wants to hear from you. Find out how you can participate in a research study today. Visit GIAlliance.com and take control of your digestive health. Gastroenterology, John. Back-to-back games where I got it.
Well done. Speaking of well done, great ball coming in over the top there. Again, Jack Thomas trying to sneak in the back there. There's two defenders in front of him, and he still almost got the ball. Throw in here for Lubbock.
We're getting some comments here on the YouTube channel saying that the audio is 10 to 15 seconds behind the video. That's crazy. And then Braxton Thorne, the Friendship soccer coach, saying, let's go Matadors. Love to see him tuning in. Jack Thomas there dishing it back out to Ryan Nadeau.
Great touch going inside out, showing
Jamal Williams.
Patience.
Lude Clausen now with it. Gathering it off his chest, booting it up into the sky there. It'd be good for three if we were playing football, but we're playing football today. So it's worth nothing. The dad joke, trying. I'm trying. The Father's Day thing is getting me, man. Thank you for letting us know in the comment section. By us saying it there, the live truck heard about it, and so we're good. They'll get it handled, which is great. That ball booted forward on that far side.
Defense very staunch right there, too, not giving up that back line.
Yeah, Nico Cross there using his head, booting it back forward. Cross is a junior from East Tennessee State. He's from Germany. Shout out to Nico there. Again, our goal tonight on YouTube is 700 subscriptions. Man, it's going to be awesome when we hit that. You might hear me singing tonight. You know, I did sing on the last game, and I'll sing again if we hit 700 subscriptions.
Hey, even if you're not a fan of the Lubbock Matadors, you're fans of the opposing team, doesn't matter who you are in the Lone Star Conference. Follow us. We love it. We appreciate it.
100%. 100%. Brownsville with possession. Some fancy footwork there and booted out of bounds. It's going to still be in possession of them. Of course, the Matadors rocking their red home kits tonight. Brownsville rocking the black with a mustard color shoulder. Their pregame warm-up kits were not it, John. They were like all mustard.
I think it's a good color. Good
you
color
do?
scheme. Very contrasting. Everyone has gold. Why not do mustard?
Yeah. Try a different kind of gold. Well, the Matadors don't have gold. We now have teal, though.
Great look, too. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, great look. Speaking of great looks, here come the Matadors. Trying to push it forward. Got
Excellent
Jack
ball
Thomas.
there on the opposite side.
A 1v1. Firing! Off the hands of the goalkeeper, Andres Martinez. Right spot there by Martinez.
Lubbock applying a little bit of pressure there in the middle again. Good job getting the ball back out. Switching the field here.
So Clayton coming in again with more comments. Is he watching the game from down there and listening to us?
Oh, absolutely.
That's big time. Maria Gonzalez saying, let's go FC Brownsville. Love that she's in the comments here. And, of course, if you're rooting for Brownsville, let us know. And if you're watching from somewhere outside of, let's say, Texas, or maybe, no, not Texas, the 806. If you're watching from outside the 806, let us know because we want to hear and see where our audience is tuning in from tonight.
Good ball there. Great back heel flick there.
Oh, and that's the equalizer right there, 1-1. It was a back heel assist.
Absolute wonderful football there from FC Brownsville. Quick off the spot, too. Don't let Lubbock get set. Dead ball. Got blown in there. Great pace moving up the field. And we talked about it. One of the players to watch there. Easy to the bottom right side of the net there.
Yeah, that's Hiromasa Iwe. And Hiro, that's his 5th goal of the season. It was a backdoor feed with the heel man, and that was big time. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. That comes in the 30th minute here. John, what a goal right there, man.
Excellent work there. That's kind of the stuff they were doing the first match in Brownsville.
Hiro Iwe.
Trying to get a cheeky back heel there.
That's something you got to practice, man. You don't just naturally know to go with the heel there in that moment, man. That was a big-time assist by FC Brownsville.
Brownsville showed shades of that in the second half against Fort Worth on Thursday, and for some reason or another, they just could not put it away. And they show signs of that, too. FC Brownsville, excellent off-ball movement as well to get that goal.
Comment saying that was a class goal.
Absolutely.
Brownsville has their substitutes on this far side on the right side warming up, all 5 of them, so they're keeping their legs fresh. And Matadors, if you want to stay fresh or you're visiting family here in town, Cotton Court Hotel, or if you have family coming to town, by Valencia Hotel Collection is your go-to for a game day hangout or post-game stay. Located in the heart of downtown Lubbock, you can enjoy cold drinks and delicious bites at the midnight shift or unwind in luxurious rooms full of Texas charm. Scan the QR code on the right side of the field near the goal for discounts. Of course, that is the Cotton Court Hotel, and some conversations happening there. John, what happened is I was reading the ad. And there's
very tough foul contested at the halfway line. Lubbock trying to get the ball set there as both FC Brownsville players were in there. There's a yellow card as well issued to number 10, Edmundo Lorca.
Well, if that is his yellow card, then that's his 2nd one according to my stats there, John. But it is the 3rd yellow card of the match for FC Brownsville. Of course, yellow cards this season are presented to you by United Supermarkets. Go see our friends at United Supermarkets today. That is the 4th yellow card of the game. Our official's been busy tonight.
Trying to keep it tight, too. And, again, we talked about the great ball cross in there.
Nadu
we talked about the composure of Brownsville coming into this. Again, leading the Lone Star Conference with 3 red cards. You got to reel it in.
That was Nadu there looking for Jamal Williams. That great cross. Yeah, the Brownsville fans are starting to see their goal, and they're lighting up the comments section, and we're grateful for that.
A little bit more control there from Brownsville in the last 10 minutes, too. They got scored on, keeping composure, though. Nobody home there. Looks like number 9 was supposed to make a run up.
Here comes Jack Thomas, though, diving in, trying to maneuver his way through 4 different Brownsville defenders. They steal it away from him.
Right idea, trying to get the 1-2 going very quickly. Brownsville has a chance to counter here.
Yeah, Matadors looking to drop their numbers back. They didn't have the numbers there, though, John.
Great pass into the middle. Hero funneling that foul in the play there.
Foul's going to go against Stefan Bilenak.
Yeah, Eric Coronado with a great touch, keeping that defender on his back. Eway dumps that ball in. Little bit of pressure there, too, and frustration foul.
Oh, another yellow card. I think that one goes to Jack Thomas. Yellow cards are presented by United Supermarkets. It's the second yellow card tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. Again, that one goes against Jack Thomas. This season, Jack Thomas now has 2 yellow cards. Well,
It's getting chippy. The last 10 minutes or so have just been
perfect night for United Supermarkets to give these out to the fans.
Both sides kind of losing composure there. Still keeping it together. It is, again, it's 1-1. It's equalized, of course, on a fantastic goal by FC Brownsville on the 29th. Great ball put in the box.
Oh, and a second opportunity there. The ball's still loose. Matadors need to get it out of there. Brownsville trying to come back and regain possession, firing with a weird spin on it just over the fingertips of Andre Shalefli. And we're going to get a goal kick right there. John, my favorite saying on this broadcast is you play with fire, you get burned. There was some fire being played with right there if you're the Matadors.
Excellent. A defender actually putting that shot on goal there. Ball not really brought in by either of the players, and number 14, Kenneth Reyes, just takes a shot. Fantastic shot, too.
Absolutely. A lot of times when you're in that space right there, John, you just got to go for it, and he went for it right there. And you like that.
I mean, the ball's popping out of the box. You're running onto it. Great chance for you to get that strike. He actually took a touch to turn around before taking that shot, which Lubbock gave him a lot of space. It looked too jumbled there near the 6-yard box.
Shalefli pauses and then boots it deep to Jamal Williams, trying
Great
to push
ball.
it forward to Lud Clausen.
1-2 on the edge there as Clausen bodies his way out there.
Yep, great job by Lud Clausen, slowing it down.
Great build-up here from Lubbock, too.
Jack Thomas getting fancy with it. Firing from that left side was Mesfin Rhoda.
You want that one back if you're Rhoda.
It was just too soft of a touch right there, right, John?
Yeah. Great layup there by Jack Thomas, too, to kind of put that player in a position to get there. And Mesfin, I like what he does, just needs a little bit more pace on there. Now, you might see that go in the back of the net. Left-footed strike at that.
Do have a player down right now for FC Brownsville. So I do want to let you know about this. If you're ready for a new car or truck but want to do business with a local auto dealer who does business the right way, you already know where I'm going with this. The Gene Messer Auto Group is here for you. Gene Messer started the company more than 50 years ago and has served the people of Lubbock and West Texas proudly. His philosophy was to do business the right way, the West Texas way. Choose a new Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Chevrolet, Hyundai, Volkswagen, or Kia. They always have the vehicle you're looking for. Born out of a small West Texas town roots and still here today, the Gene Messer Auto Group. John, the player popped right back up after me reading that?
Absolutely. Looked a little bit like a nick on the back of the leg.
Okay. Heading that ball up. Matadors on that far side of the field with possession and then losing it to Brownsville. Jamal Williams putting pressure on.
More pace.
They're feeling it there. You like that effort there from Williams.
Oh, absolutely. Losing the ball there. Another errant pass there by Lubbock.
Yeah, not sure where they were going with it right there, John, but wash, rinse, repeat. We'll start over again, right?
It's what you want. It kind of plays into the hands of what FC Brownsville wants to do. You see them kind of spreading the field a little bit wide there on the left-hand side. Lubbock trying to initiate an overload to prevent them from getting the ball back in the middle, which where we saw a fantastic 1-2 play leading into that goal to equalize.
Two storylines coming into tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. One is to bounce back, two, win you're in. And us on TV get to look at those kind of things. But if the Matadors take care of business tonight, John, they're going to be postseason bound. And that's huge for Coach Ormiston and this club.
I know there's a lot of games left to play for Lubbock, but, yeah, you want to make your mark early for this too.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have as many games as the Matadors have left on their schedule and you punch your ticket to the playoffs, it tells you you've had a pretty great start to the year.
Absolutely. Ooh, great ball cut out there.
As Hero there with the ball. Eway fires. That's a save. Back to Eway. I don't know how he got it back, but Andre Shalefli having to dive and save for it again. Matador slow to get up right there. That was a lot happening real quick, and it's Brownsville right now putting all the pressure on the Matadors, John.
We saw Nico Cross sliding to get that ball in there. Terrible clearance as it bounces off a Matador player. Almost a double save there.
Wow, trying to go over the top to Lud Clausen again. He was there for the home run, feet getting tangled up.
That'll be a corner for Lubbock.
Is that going to be a Signature Stag corner kick? Signature Stag, your one-stop man shop. John, this is the second corner kick of the game for the Matadors, third overall for this broadcast.
I have 3 listed.
You have 3 for the Matadors?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my apologies. Thank you for letting me know. Duvon Kinchilla, the guy that, you know, was part of the goal for the Matadors moments ago with the honors of booting it again. He's going to go down with an assist tonight with that boot.
Oh, absolutely. Well done, too.
See if he can get another one, huh?
Putting everything on the back post here. No, FC Brownsville's not letting anyone in that middle of the 6-yard box there.
Here's the kick.
Jocelyn.
That's going to go to that far corner, looking for a head. Jack Thomas with his hands on his head. An opportunity that they missed maybe right there.
There's a player down right now for FC Brownsville.
Oh, no, you hate to see that.
Hopefully not a collision of heads there.
Yeah, he's grasping his head. He needs somebody to take care of him, and somebody that will take care of you and your animal is Live Oak Animal Hospital. They're locally owned and operated here in Lubbock by Lubbock natives and Red Raider alums. Dr. Carl Clary, Dr. Shelley Wolf, and Dr. Eric Cunningham. They proud to offer cutting-edge technology and medicine combined with West Texas hospitality and compassion. Live Oak has 3 convenient locations as well as a mobile clinic. They offer extended hours, including weekends, and accept all walk-in appointments 7 days a week. Their passion is giving back to this community. Come see them today for the best vet care in West Texas, Live Oak Animal Hospital. Slow to get back up. You see him right there on your screen. John limping a little bit, but seems to be all right, and we're glad to see that.
Yeah, collision of heads there is number 6, Jose Antonio Echevarria. Kind of hit him on the forehead there, the place you want to get hit, but obviously you don't want to get hit there.
Yeah, you never want to get hit there. That's right. That is right. Arthur Ybarra saying this is too close for comfort with 3 exclamation points and says, come on, Matadors, don't let up. Great comment there. Of course, coming your way during halftime break, we'll have a lot coming your way. We're going to be interviewing a friend from United Supermarkets, and we're going to be doing a lot of different things. Of course, that's coming your way during halftime. That hydration break, it's a hydration break, and it comes to you from United Express. Don't forget to fill up your tank at United Express. I think I'll be doing that tomorrow, John. I have 6 rewards points. It's going to be 60 cents off for me, man.
Take advantage of that.
Oh, dude, I'm going to take both my cars. Take advantage of the 25-gallon limit. Here comes FC Brownsville, though. It's been a busy night for Andre Schleffele as he gathers that one in. He was looking for a cross and had nobody home.
A 5th save of the night there. That's 4 on target for FC Brownsville. That's a good sign for them, too.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Ormiston, you're looking for some adjustments probably at halftime, right?
We talked about not conceding. I mean, you already let the cat out of the bag right there in the 29th minute.
Trying to push it to this near side of the field.
Good switch there for Lubbock.
Yeah,
see Jack Thomas again getting in the open space there right behind the defense.
Well, and you see him and Jamal Williams communicating really well out there. There was like a backdoor cut that Thomas was trying to go for off ball as another Brownsville player is on the ground grasping their face.
That appears to be Hiromasa there.
Yep. He is your goal getter today. Here's the instant replay of what just happened right there, what led to it. Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. He took an elbow to the face.
That's a big elbow flying at him,
yeah,
too.
rightfully so. I would be down for probably about another 5 minutes if I did that, if that happened to me. Shout out to him for popping back up and getting back to it.
Tenacity.
That's
what gets 5 goals for him on the season, is being out there and literally sticking your face in it.
Being relentless.
Absolutely.
Tenacious. Trying to think of other words.
Not rabid, because it's a controlled effort on his part. Mm-hmm. Good switch there. Not finding what they want to. Yeah.
Okay.
Another switch of the field here for FC Brownsville. Lubbock shifting a little bit. That midfield still collectively staying strong there. Nice attack him to the top third there.
Yeah, and they're continuing to go to that far side over there. Nadu winning possession.
Excellent defense there. Goal kick.
And we'll have a goal kick coming your way. See that young man going to chase it on the hill over there, man. That is a long run.
Talk about the back. FC Brownsville funneling into the attacking third. Great effort there. And again, that was Edgar Garza, excuse me. Edgar Garza getting into that space there before the ball gets kicked out by Nadu.
Looking at the Lone Star Conference
pace
standings
there.
as Jack Thomas is coming forward to Rhoda. Rhoda trying to feed it back to Thomas, and he goes for it. Looking for a header. Oh, and was that off the football crossbar? Oh, man, I thought that came off the crossbar for the soccer, but it came off of the football crossbar, and it's going to be a dead ball there, or a goal kick. That made me jump up immediately as you see the instant replay right here.
Jack Thomas gets contested twice in the midfield to get that breakaway going, and then right there getting into the box. Excellent effort by JT.
So that goal by Hiromasa Iwe of FC Brownsville has him tied at the top of the Lone Star Conference standings with David Eambert with Oklahoma United FC with 5, as well as Alberto De Miguel with West Texas FC. So it has him in great company this season, and that's a guy that he's had a great year so far, and he's showing it tonight and why he's had a great year.
Great effort there by our captain, number 12, Stefan Bilanek.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was paying attention to the kid dribbling on the screen over here in between moments. John, what was he doing out there? He was flying around?
Coming in from the back to stop that effort there in the middle for Brownsville. Clearing it out. Brownsville getting the ball back, composing themselves, allowing another reset to happen. Great touch. Middle of the field wide open now for FC.
Well, he got that ball past Duvon Quinchilla there.
Oh,
and
great
it
touch
was multiple great touches. You know, from what I understand, John, as I was looking at, studying for tonight, getting ready for Brownsville, this seems to be a young squad when you're looking at them and you're doing it. But they don't play like they're young. They're out here fearless tonight in front of this great crowd.
A lot of youth here, a lot of Mexican nationals, excuse me. Just knowing how to play the game. Great touch there, striking the edge.
Yeah, trying to go inside the box,
Flat
booted
touch,
out by Bilanek.
Flat touch there. But outside of that, I mean, you have a team they've seen exposure to Mexican-style football. They've seen how you should be able to play, and doing it as quickly as they are at a young age, I mean, it's a bright future for them.
This has been an organization that's been at the top of the Lone Star Conference a lot in the last 4 years with the Lubbock Matadors. Seeing them with a 1-3-2 record this season feels off, but they're not playing like they have that record right now. They're out here playing and flying around, trying to earn some points.
Clearance there, keeping the ball in. A little bit of movement there. You got JT checking towards you. Oh, ambitious pass.
Do you know how many fans are in the stadium tonight? Question from the Fish Room ABQ. I don't know the official number, no, but once again, we are in the thousands. This is a rather large crowd here again tonight, John, and it's something to be proud of if you're the Lubbock Matadors. Here's the instant replay of how that player went down moments ago.
Late touch there.
Yeah. When their feet get tangled up like that, it's kind of hard to overlook like the whiplash that these guys get when they're going down, John. He had some serious whiplash. And there's the shot of the fans there, of course. Tonight we got a great crowd. We usually get those numbers to answer your question, though, midway or towards the end of the second half. So hopefully we have that. Extra minutes time happening right now as we're in the 46th minute. I did not see an official announcement, John, but I see a 2 on there.
It'll be 2 added minutes for that. And again, that player that went down was Eric Coronado. He's been all over the field tonight for FC.
So here's a throw-in. Oh, blocked by Lude Clausen, and that ball gets
flung right at the Mozos.
Yeah, right into the Mozos. Right at the Pope of the Mozos. And that's going to do it for the first half. Knotted up at 1 apiece, John. Started out with a goal by Jack Thomas in the 16th minute, and then Hiro Iwe in the 30th knotted it up from a beautiful assist, back heel assist. Take us through that first half, John.
I mean, you wanted that if you're FC Brownsville, kind of biting back, showing them that you're not going to go down without a fight. Excellent goal, excellent build-up, fantastic build-up, actually. Lubbock looking a little bit on their heels right now, not getting that midfield established, but again, we have another half to go.
Absolutely. Hopefully we're going to have somebody from United Supermarkets joining us here in just a few moments for our halftime show. And if not, then me and John get to talk a little ball, man.
Hey,
I'm excited for it. Stay with us. There's head coach David Ormiston. He's going to go make some adjustments here in the second half. And we'll be back with more of all of that right after this. You're watching Lubbock Matadors Soccer, presented by our friends at Mears Mazda Volvo. We're knotted up at 1, and it's halftime.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
Welcome back. Halftime is upon us as the Matadors and FC Brownsville are knotted up at 1 apiece. It has been a fast-paced game, and I felt like that first half flew by, John.
Oh, absolutely. We talked about pedal to the metal. FC Brownsville showing that they have a 1-2 punch of themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the offensive end, they've done a lot of great things. They've been able to get it far on the defensive side of the ball for the Matadors, and they've been able to score. I mean, it was a beautiful pass back heel to Eway to be able to finish it off. He is now tied for the Lone Star Conference with 5 goals. What have the Matadors done well in that first half, John?
Taking advantage of the midfield there, pushing the pace early. We kind of anticipated that, especially how Coach was talking about we want to make sure we get ahead of everything. And they did for a moment. A little bit of a shift approaching the 30th minute there as FC Brownsville kind of establishes themselves, kind of slows everything down a little bit, and showing that they can run just as fast as you can.
On the other side, Brownsville, they did a lot of great things as well, right? What did they do well?
We talked about counterattack opportunities, playing from the back too, just putting that ball into play and kind of making the defense think second guess, maybe third guess, bringing the ball down, and of course, fantastic build-up and playing amongst each other in the midfield there to allow that goal to happen to knot it up.
Matadors have been known this season to be a second-half team. What is being said in that locker room? What are they adjusting here at the break?
Probably the execution. You want to make sure that you're keeping your shape on the defensive side of it. Coach didn't want a goal to be given up. You already gave up one, so
Yeah.
That one's it's done. It's over with. You don't think about that. But again, you go into thinking about the tactics and, of course, making sure that you're going to make it harder for Brownsville to go downhill like they want to.
We do want to thank our game sponsor tonight, United Supermarkets, for sponsoring this game. They gave out all the little fans to all the fans tonight. One side of it's yellow, the other side's red, and they've been busy holding up that yellow tonight. 5 yellow cards total, 5 fouls total for both teams.
Oh, we're talking about intensity. We're talking about it's not the playoffs yet, but again, if you're Brownsville, you don't want your season to get worse. If you're Lubbock, you want to get better. You want to position yourself to be as effective as you can be, maybe host a home game for the playoffs too. Again, far down the road, coach doesn't think about stuff like that. We do with the TV guys. But, of course, you want to make sure that keep your composure. You don't want it to run too much. You don't want emotions to get too high to kind of outweigh what you're doing in terms of tactics.
If you're a Brownsville player, do you play into the emotions a little bit?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that part of the gamesmanship?
Oh, for sure. You know that, hey, I can live in your head now. You were up maybe for 10 minutes or so until they equalize, and you know you can do that, so you know you can kind of assert yourself a little bit more.
Absolutely. You know, and when you're looking at this, and if the Matadors win tonight, they're in the postseason. They'll be in the top 4. I don't think is Brownsville 100% out of it yet? Are they still playing for playoff hopes?
You need a lot of things to happen, too, especially with Fort Worth getting the victory off of them on Thursday night.
Right.
You need a lot of things to happen for that shift to kind of go up the table for them.
Yeah, I'm looking at points. They got 1 point this as of right now, 1 point. Matadors sitting with 15. Yeah, it would be hard. It would be hard, but Fort Worth sitting with 9, and so they could technically.
They can play spoiler, though. They have 2 draws in this season so far. Taking points away from Oklahoma United, they could probably play spoiler for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Now, they did start the year with negative points because of things happening within the conference, and they've been digging themselves out of that hole ever since. But you're right. They could play spoiler, and that's a fun role to play a little bit, right?
If you want to turn on your ultimate hater mode, yeah, for sure. But, again, that's not to take away from what this team has done this season. They've played well. They've showed determination. They showed grit. They're staying in the game right now with Lubbock on the road in the second leg of within 48 hours of having been to Fort Worth and coming into this now. They have what it takes to be a better team than they are, and they're showing you right now.
Absolutely. Speaking of a great team, you know what is a great team? Mears Mazda Volvo, Lubbock's locally owned luxury dealership since 1971. They've been taking care of you and your automotive needs. Go see our friends at Mears Mazda Volvo. Speaking of another great team, YouTube is a great team.
Oh, yeah.
My Lubbock TV. We got a lot of audiences here tonight, and we're grateful that everybody's here.
Little simulcast going.
We do.
Everyone in the comments, too, thank you for getting those in there.
Keep bringing them. Keep bringing them. Obviously, we're reading them, right? And so we want to hear from you. We also want to hit a subscriber count of 700 tonight, and we want to stress that enough. We were sitting at 671.
Correct.
We want 700. Let's make it happen tonight on the YouTube channel.
I think we can.
Absolutely, we can.
Yeah.
And you'll hear me sing Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. I've decided on the song.
Okay. That's in your playlist right now?
I don't know, but I think I could kill it right now, you know?
Okay. Whatever comes on out there, how about that? If Lubbock gets the win.
I don't think I could sing Kendrick Lamar because
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing
Yeah,
in my
don't do that one.
That's what I'm hearing in my ear right now. We still got about 8 minutes and 40 seconds left until halftime. We do have one more TV break at the halftime, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. When do we start seeing substitutions coming in? You think we might be halfway through? Or sometimes I saw FC Brownsville warming their guys up. We might be seeing some of their new guys as well.
For them, it might be a fatigue factor. For Lubbock, it might be in terms of kind of creating something.
And tactics.
Again, Coach was talking about putting the ball in the back of the net, making sure that you're actually taking your opportunities. Lubbock can create opportunities. They can create chances. We've seen that. Just keep going. Just kind of support yourself with the team that you have behind you. And he talked about how everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing. Just go and do it.
Yeah.
And basically, you'll see a substitution like that coming in. It's like, hey, it's kind of not working with what we want to do. We want someone that's actually not going to be afraid to let it go, taking those shots, 16, 20 out, whichever you have. But again, creating those passing opportunities and creating shot chances is what you want for Lubbock.
By the horns is the motto this year for the Lubbock Matadors, and here's your chance to grab tonight by the horns, right? Second half action coming your way. You're in front of thousands of your fans that are here rooting you on, being loud, being proud. If you're Coach Ormiston and the whole marketing team, the management, you want to see them grab it by the horns tonight, right?
Oh, absolutely. And again, not looking too much into the future for that, but this does set you up for what could happen in the playoffs potentially.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final commercial break at the halftime. When we return, we'll have second half action coming your way from Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. We're knotted up at 1, and it's a battle that you won't want to miss. Who do you got? We're excited to see. We'll be back right after this.
Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
Still rocking and rolling here. Looking to see down on the field if we had anybody win down there. It didn't look like it, but now joining us, we are winning in the booth. We got Abby Rampy here with United Supermarkets. Abby, thank you for joining us. Anytime we have you up here, we're winning.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you for saying that. We appreciate you guys. The Matadors are such a great team, and it's been such an exciting game tonight, so we've enjoyed it.
Really has. It's been a physical game, and it's been moving really fast. A lot of fans here tonight. Y'all did a ton of giveaways. Talk about what y'all did tonight for our fans.
Absolutely. So tonight is United Night, so the Matadors is so kind to let us sponsor a night. So we have the United Families section where all the families can sit with their kids and enjoy the game. And then tonight for the first 500 people, they got a free T-shirt, the one that I'm wearing. So
it's an awesome T-shirt.
Yeah.
I told my wife to stand in line early so that
I know,
she could
I hope
get one.
she got one. So
I think she did.
Good.
She also got one of your fans. It's really warm out here tonight. One side has a yellow card, the other side has a red, and it's been perfect because we've seen a lot of yellow cards tonight.
Yes, it is dual purpose. Keep you cool and tell those refs what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, talk about why y'all wanted to be involved with us in this organization, because you and I have done this interview a couple of years now, and y'all have been tremendous to us throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Matadors are still just such a great team to have in Lubbock, Texas. And it's, summer is here and the season's in the summer, so it's so fun for families to come out and enjoy the game. And then they're also during the year, they're not just a season community partner.
No,
they're all year long. So
right.
They read to kids and they have educational things for kids. And then they have summer camps also to teach kids how to play soccer. So we're just so blessed to have a community partner like the Matadors in Lubbock. And United has this, I think this is our 4th year to sponsor them.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a really great sponsorship.
Well, you guys have deep roots in this community, and the Matadors hope to be known as a community club, and they were out in the community last night at y'all's stores, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, so we had a lot of, it was great because Pepsi came and gave have Gatorade bottles for all the players to autograph for kids, and so they carried out groceries for us. So our checkers got to take a break, and our sackers got to take a break.
Awesome.
So it was really fun, and so I think our guests really enjoyed it.
Yeah, they had a United Express hydration break, huh?
Yes.
The guys provided that for you guys.
Absolutely.
I'll be going to United Express tomorrow. I'm going to be making a trip up to Amarillo. Got
Great.
6 points off.
Oh,
I'm
good.
excited.
Good. Use those fuel points.
Absolutely. And make sure, if you're watching tonight, take advantage of all the great things that United does for our local community. Anything else you want to say, though, just about being a part of this and anything?
Well, actually, I just want to thank our guests, because the guests that shop at, United Express, United Supermarkets, Amigos, Market Street, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to partner with the Lubbock Matadors and other community partners. So just thank you for shopping with us.
Well, and thank you, Abby, for coming up here tonight and being a part of our halftime routine that we have here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Abby Rampy with United Supermarkets. Thank you guys for everything that you do for us with the Lubbock Matadors. All right, we don't have any more commercial breaks, and so we're going to go ahead and we're going to mute Abby's mic real quick, and then we're going to get John back up here because we're getting ready for second half action as we are about to have first kick in just a few moments. Again, that was Abby Rampy with United Supermarkets. John's about to hop back on with his headset. He's got the cough button punch, so you don't have to see him getting his headset back on. Thank you for coming on here and joining us on My Lubbock TV and on YouTube. John, welcome back to the broadcast, my friend, as we're getting ready for first kick and we're back underway.
No substitutions made from either team as far as I was able to see. Looks like they're keeping the same lineups there, same intensity. So let's see if something changes here for either side.
You know, Coach Ormiston probably lit a fire under his team there at the halftime. Knowing him, he probably said all the right things and pulled all the right strings there as that goes out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick. Of course, the Matadors now going from left to right, so they'll be heading towards the south end zone for this second half action. I have to go turn off those lights behind us in just a little bit. We're going to be seeing a reflection, John. Give a recap of who scored when and how we got here to this 1-1 score. Jack Thomas scored in the 16th minute. It was a beautiful cross there by Duvon Conchilla. He'll get the assist. He headed it in on a corner kick. It was something beautiful. Speaking of something beautiful, Hero Eway in the 30th minute. Heel, assist, goal. That's all I can say. It was beautiful.
Fantastic football.
Yeah, it was a great,
Almost saw a chance there for that. But FC Brownsville, fantastic football. Multi-touch, multi-players through the midfield and slicing and dicing to get that equalizer.
Abby Rampy, great interview there during the halftime. We thank her and United Supermarkets for everything they do for this club and this organization. Speaking of companies that are great and been helping us this season, Matador fans, Fuse Graphics Group is family first, community first, and quality first. Make sure you check them out. Fuse Graphics Group, passionately leading our print partners and our community. Do you think they printed out all these signs that are out here, John? Fuse Graphics Group?
Same material.
I think there's 52 of them out
Maybe.
here. I bet
possibly.
I bet they're involved in it.
That's an easy batch to get out too. If you're, hey, let's go through one person, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Matadors resetting there. Looking to see. You said there was no substitutes that came in at halftime, but I see Mateo Francu out there, John.
Oh, you might be right.
So it looks like Francu has checked into the ball game. Of course, substitutions this season are presented by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for great service for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey. So we did have one substitute come in after the halftime break. Francu is a midfielder. He's a graduated senior. He's from Central Arkansas, from France. And we learned today that he dresses to impress all the time. Coach said he looked like he was on a Vogue cover today as he was stepping off the bus, which is big time. And we've been saying his name wrong. It's Mateo. Now we know.
What were you saying?
Mateo.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Yeah, I apologize. It's totally John's fault. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to that camera work from Gavin. Yeah, shout out. I hear you, Gavin. I see you.
Player down for FC Brownsville.
Yeah, it looks like he is cramping is what it looks like as they're grabbing his leg right there. Cramps are going to be a problem, especially in this dry heat, you know, coming off of a halftime break, right? You got to be watching your liquids.
I think that's Edmundo Lorca.
Yeah, you could tell by his hair.
He looked like he was trying to get something going, taking a burst of steps before the whistle actually blew for the second half. It's a dry heat.
Going to some of the comments here, Cody Cross, been a decent game so far. I'd like to see the Matadors settle in a little bit. They seem to be on their heels. Nice. It sounds like something what you were saying a little bit, right?
Yes,
During the
it did.
halftime. I think that's a copy and paste of what you said.
Here we go.
Cody, continuing on, I think the Matadors will come out and score 2 more in the second half. I also think a couple of red cards could come into play in the second half. Oh, man.
That's a handful of players to watch, for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, that was Edgar Garcia that went down, number 21. Excuse me.
Yeah.
As we see FC Brownsville's bench warming up here.
Garcia is one of the forwards. He's still down there stretching on this near side here.
Right idea.
And if he's off the field stretching, that means the Matadors had the numbers there. Arthur Ybarra saying, let's go Matadors. Come on, let's get another goal. Love the comments here. Have we done an update on the total subscription count, John?
I can take a look at that.
Oh, I got it for you. I got it. We
Go
are
right
at
ahead.
684.
Hey.
So we're 16 away from the goal tonight. Make sure you hit subscribe. We're trying to go for 700. Last year, John did little giveaways last year. I don't remember what they were. I think it was like hang out with us at the pregame party or something.
It was my season tickets, too. A couple of them for the match.
Yeah. Jack Thomas with possession here on this near side. Do we want to do another meet and greet if you're the 700th subscriber at the pregame party?
Yeah, let's do a meet and greet. Great take there.
Yeah, Jack Thomas still with possession, booted away from him. There's going to be a signature stag corner kick. Signature stag, your one-stop man shop. This is the 4th one of the ball game. JT there, man, getting shifty. Regaining possession after losing it briefly. I like it when he's in possession of the ball.
It was great clearance on FC Brownsville's part. Lubbock applying the pressure in the midfield just allowed Jack to get up there very quickly. Great pass to get into position.
Here's a signature stag corner kick. I didn't get to catch the number on who's doing it. Here's a great camera angle, though, of the corner kick. Here you go. 22. Looking for a header. Rhoda got up underneath it just a little bit too much, and it sails on him. That corner kick was by Tim Kalusha, a senior defender, standing at 6'1" from Bowling Green. RGV Soccer Fantasy still remembering that 2023 battle in the Lone Star Conference Championship Final. John was on the call of that game. I was sadly not there that night. And yeah, I remember watching it. I remember exactly where I was when that game went final. I also remember one of the Matadors being pretty fired up at the end of that game.
It was our boy Diaz.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was. Oh, great header there.
Schleffly going to chase after that one. It'll be a goal kick. The LBK chants have started here. Jay wants to unsubscribe, then subscribe once it hits $6.99 so that we can do the meet and greet.
Hey, if you can finesse that, yeah, go ahead.
He's playing.
Come hang out with us.
He's playing the ball game here. I like it. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you trying to subscribe twice. There's the LBK chant, and there's your view at the crowd tonight. Of course, that's in the lower section. There's more up higher as well. This is a double-decker stand. Of course, it looks like there's a hydration break going on as a player is down for FC Brownsville.
It's Edgar Garcia again. It looks like cramps are getting the better of him here. Again, we talked about effort. He gave a fantastic effort Thursday night.
Yeah, cramps are getting him, and he says what will get the better of you, this company will not get the better of you. Armstrong Plumbing and Air and Electric, one of Lubbock's oldest family-owned businesses, is a proud sponsor of the Lubbock Matadors. Since 1934, Armstrong has been committed to providing excellent service for their residential, commercial, and industrial clients. Something wrong? Better call Armstrong. Visit them at bettercallarmstrong.com to learn more about the services that they can provide you, as well as their licensing and registration information.
Looks like we're going to have a substitution here for Brownsville as Edgar Garcia comes off.
Yeah, checking into the ball game is Martin Gonzalez, a midfielder. Of course, substitutions this season are brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey today. Great crowd here on hand, though. You saw it in that wide shot from that low camera angle. It's a full, it's not 100% full, but, man, it's a really good game and a really good crowd here tonight. And that's why all these big-time players want to come play for the Lubbock Matadors, because they get to play in front of a crowd. And it's awesome to see.
A big one at that.
Yeah. Trying to push the ball forward there to Jamal Williams. Great defense by Brownsville. Great through ball there to Mesfin Rhoda. Rhoda firing with his right leg, or rather his left leg, misses to the right. Just like a foot to the side of that goal right there, John.
He's going to want that one back.
Yeah.
Great effort for Lubbock in the midfield there, preventing FC Brownsville from getting up the field. Great dump-off pass there. Rhoda puts it on his left foot. Little slight touch to the right. He had the space. He had the angle, just a little too wide there, turning his body all the way into that shot.
John, that's the second time tonight that you've said he's going to want that back.
Which means he's going to get one. Again, Coach talked about it pregame. You see the guys giving the effort. You see them creating those chances. You want to see more of those go in, though, of course.
Yeah. Rhoda trying to do the back heel move there.
Fancy
Get it to
touch.
Jack Thomas. Up to Jamal Williams here on this near side. Just too hard of a touch right there, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Yvette Nadu saying, come on, Matadors, 4 a.m. here in South Africa.
Hey.
Man, that is...
dedication.
Yeah. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, John, to do some game prep.
Oh, yeah. I texted you back almost immediately after
It was like 9:45 in the morning when I texted you that.
Oh, I was ready.
I was locked in, dude. We hope you've enjoyed this call tonight. Of course, we're grateful that we get to do this. You know, the Matadors keep bringing us back week after week. It's
Great
Jack
touch
Thomas.
in the seal there on the inside.
I like that shot there by Jack Thomas. 23 yards out right there. Confident young man booting it. You can't score unless you take your shot, and he went for it. Here comes Brownsville on the counter, though. Firing from deep as well. Schleffly out of his reach. All-out effort right there by your goalkeeper from Western Oregon. You like that from him right there.
Excellent effort. Better on the just a missed touch. Brownsville capitalizing with that quick counter. Unable to finish, though.
10 minutes into this second half already. You blink and it goes by. It goes by quick, doesn't it, John?
I mean, this match in particular, we're talking about pace. Keeping each other on their heels, and no one's really getting a chance to breathe now that everyone's gotten settled after the first 15.
Well, and it's still tied up at 1, man. It's anybody's ball game right now,
Absolutely.
so you're getting maximum effort on both sides.
Good switch here from Lubbock. Keeping that formation moving side to side. Patient. This is a good build-up that you want to see here for Lubbock. We talked about execution with Coach Ormanson. Making sure that you're trying to get your guys together, collected attack, no dumping the ball in where you don't need to. And again, they're not forcing the issue here. Great ball there.
Trying to go to the heel with Rhoda to Jack Thomas and stolen away by Brownsville. Trying to work from that outside. Go for it.
Yep, Eway again. Great, fantastic touch on the ball, too.
Yeah, and that's going to go off the leg of a Lubbock Matador. We have another signature stag corner kick. Signature stag. Your one-stop man shop. Is this a corner kick or a goal kick?
It'll be a corner kick.
Okay. I just see the ball right in front of our goalkeeper. There he is. Okay. Mozo still chanting.
Business as usual for them.
Always. Par for the course, right? This is the second corner kick of the ball game for Brownsville. 6 total. Signature stag, your one-stop man shop. A low line drive kick headed out by the Matadors. I think that was Jack Thomas.
Correct. Great contesting right there.
Billanak booting that in the sky.
Brownsville able to keep it on their third there. Oh, concerted effort there for a little bit until that touch of the ball there. Foul on the play.
Yeah, that was Francu right there in the middle of the field.
That's what you want to see more of, though, if you're Brownsville.
Uh-huh.
Getting into space, putting pressure on Lubbock, controlling the ball there. Ref plays on there. No foul to be called.
Yeah,
Lubbock on the counter here.
Yeah, trying to push the numbers forward. John, what'd you see right there?
Bad touch. Trying to get up the field too quickly there. We've seen that twice on both efforts that Lubbock has a chance to get into the middle. Great touch there.
Yeah, Mesfin Rhoda keeping it close to himself. Is that a handball?
No, waved it off.
I think everybody was looking for it right there. You can hear the crowd in my ear looking for it. They play on.
Another reset here by Lubbock. I'm watching the playback here on YouTube. Rhoda, fantastic little 1-2 overlap there. Nope, no handball there. Natural position for that defender there. Good call. Rhoda again.
Yeah, here's Jack Thomas right outside the box, stutter stepping, looking to kick it out. He had a teammate there. I think that was Lud Clausen on that far side.
Yeah, he just got a little sticky with the ball on the foot there. A little bit of indecision. Probably maybe took a couple more touches than he needed to. But you're seeing the effort there. The field stretched so far on that side. Clausen just kind of sneaks in there.
Updated count on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. We're at 684 still. Still trying to climb and scratch and claw till we get those.
I mean, that's just like both these teams here tonight.
Yeah.
Again, one, playoffs on the mind, of course. Season's not done yet, but Lubbock does have a brighter outlook than FC Brownsville does. And if you're Brownsville, you want to play spoiler to a lot of these teams you have left in your fixtures.
Yeah. Well, and both of these teams don't want to walk away with a draw. They both want those 3 points. That's something that you know you're going to see maximum effort on, trying to get 3 points tonight on either side.
Great build up here.
Yep, looking for a cross. Fired, and it goes into the side of the net right there. Butterworth getting a drink of water right there with Schleffly. Here's your instant replay.
Bodies falling everywhere. Great pace on there, too. Right idea. Schleffly had that near post covered, though.
He's got you safe, doesn't he?
It's almost a mirror for Lubbock and Brownsville. Coach Dave talked about, hey, just getting there and taking your chances and having the confidence to do so. Both teams, I mean, no, not short of confidence here tonight.
Going back to Schleffly being your safety net, when your safety matters for your family, you can trust Hub City Bottle Shop's Gold Class Certified Collision Center to get your vehicle back on the road. Make it pretty. Call Hub City today.
Great recovery there by Lubbock. Rhoda with the pressure. Ball stays in play. Clausen actually did a good job exposing that. He stayed as wide as he could. Rhoda had options. His first pass was to try to get to JT, which didn't work. Clausen gets the ball back and then just kind of dumps it back. Lubbock maintains possession here.
Trying to build up an attack here authentically, right? Trying to go from pass to pass.
Great ball.
Sliding is Jack Thomas.
Man, I love how he moves on the ball.
Well, and he saved the possession there by that extra effort. That ball booted in. Still flying around. Nobody has a firm possession of it, and Brownsville comes away with it there on this near side. Arthur Ybarra saying, dish it. Man, that was an opportunity, exclamation point.
And Lubbock is creating plenty of those.
And that's what, if you're a Lubbock Matador fan right now watching this stream, that's what you got to hang your hat on right now, right? Is that they are creating right now. And that's something they're doing well.
Maintaining more possession-based football here in the last 10. See a couple of runs opening up there.
Trying to go over to Jamal Williams and snagged in the air by the goalkeeper, Andres Martinez.
He's been in the right position ever since that first goal went in. Kind of wised them up a little bit. Great break here.
Yeah, great effort by that Brownsville player. Wow, and a few fancy moves, and he was able to have a chance.
Echevarria again. Fantastic on the ball.
They call him Chevy.
He's got many gears. I can see it.
Yeah, dude. That's a great nickname. I like that, Chevy.
That ball was just put right into the open field, too. Just Lubbock a little bit slow to get back there.
Oh, we got a
substitution. He took that one-on-one with Nico Cross as, hey, our boy.
Jack Pasco checking into the ball game. Of course, there's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey. He substituting in for Lud Clausen. So Jack Pasco checking into the game. He's a midfielder. He's a senior, 5'11", from Colorado State, home country of England, Wales, England. That's cool stuff, man. Jack Pascoe's a familiar name if you're a Matador fan. On the roster from last year.
Absolutely. Fan favorite.
He's one of the good cats. Don't know what kind of cat he is, but he's a good cat. John, what kind of cat are you, huh?
Probably black cat.
Okay. I'm a tiger. Roar. That was horrible.
You see FC Brownsville kind of packing the back there. Only one forward up for them as everyone just kind of settles into position.
Trying to feed it to Mesfin Roto right there. I think that was Billanak with that boot.
Excellent pressure here. Great counter opportunity. Played in from the back.
Yeah, Theo Butterworth right there using his chest to block it, but scooped up immediately by Brownsville. Looking for a cross, slowing it down and spinning it around.
Great steal there.
Yeah, they were trying to reset.
Fantastic steal.
Great stuff there by the Lubbock Matador.
Good job by
and that's Mateo Francu.
Yep.
Schleffly telling his guys he's got it. We're good.
You're seeing Brownsville kind of exploit the edges there a little bit.
See some guys warming up here on the side as well for the Lubbock Matadors. Again, the Lubbock Matadors will be back here at Plains Capital Park all in just a few days. June 19th, 5 days away, they'll be hosting CF10 Houston for a midweek battle. I think that's a Wednesday. And it should be a lot of fun. CF10 Houston, of course, coming to town. It'll be the second part of this two-game homestand for the Lubbock Matadors before they hit the road. Rhoda there, getting his feet taken out from him. Slow to get up. And I believe we're about to have a corner kick. So to continue on with the schedule, the Matadors will be back on the 19th, June 19th, to host CF10 Houston before they hit the road to take on Oklahoma United on the 28th of June. And then to end the regular season, they'll be back home for El Dustico round 2. They need to win that game. The Matadors do by multiple goals to be able to win El Dustico on July 5th.
I believe it's a 1-goal aggregate.
Yep.
Plus the win there for them. Rhoda took a nasty clip there. He's walking fine. He's at the top of the box here.
Here's your signature stag corner kick. Signature stag, your one-stop man shot.
Jack again getting his head on that.
That ball gets out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in, I believe, for West Texas.
Brownsville.
Brownsville. I'm talking about West Texas and El Dustico. That's what it was. That's the 5th corner kick tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. Throw-in is going to be by Josue Navarro. They call him, I don't know if I could say that. I don't know how to say that properly. He's one of your subs, though, for FC Brownsville. And, again, substitutes are brought to you by
Chiti.
Is that how you'd say it?
Yeah.
Substitutes are brought to you by Grease Monkey, though. I thought it would be like C-H-I-T-I is how he spells it. Chitty? I don't know. I tried. What'd you say, John?
Chiti.
Okay, we're going to go with yours because yours sounds better than mine. I don't like the way mine sounds.
Great touch there. Good turn.
Oh, and getting held up right there is Jack Thomas.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's grabbing his leg and his toes. Maybe getting a cramp right there. Here's your instant replay.
Oh, just going to ground almost immediately.
And there is a yellow card to FC Brownsville. That's the 4th yellow card of the game for Brownsville. Yellow cards are brought to you by United Supermarkets. Fans are out there showing their yellow cards.
The forward, Hiromasa Iwe, actually, with the yellow on that one. That's surprising. Good defensive pressure by him, though, as Lubbock takes his free kick.
Yeah, here's Jack Thomas.
Great ball into the box.
Yeah, going to Theo Butterworth, using his head, trying to get another header. Oh, and is it going to go? It does! I'm looking to see if they're going to call it off. The goalkeeper's running out, but the Matadors are celebrating. G-O-A-L. Goal! I think it was Jamal Williams that finished it off, and the Matadors are up 2-1. Here's your replay.
Ball hanging in the air, crossing in. Great touch off the head. Oh, a missed catch by the keeper there, and that's Williams right there for you.
And that's going to be a 2-1 advantage for the Lubbock Matadors. It was Jamal Williams putting the final touches on it.
A lot of air into that ball.
Yeah, great job by
Butterworth actually getting his head on there.
Yeah, great job by Butterworth using his head, lifting that ball up, giving his team an opportunity to put it in the back of the net. Matadors up 2-1 with Jamal Williams finishing it off here in the 68th minute.
Getting a little bit of a hydration break here.
Yeah, hydration breaks are presented to you by United Express. See the smoke going up in the air. Matador fans celebrating. They haven't officially put it on the video board yet, though, John, on the scoreboard to see if it's an official goal. A lot of conversations happening with the officiating crew still down there.
Yeah, it looks like the line judge is still talking to, I don't think that's the fourth official there, but they're having a discussion. Yep, they're counting it.
And Andres Martinez, the goalkeeper for the for FC Brownsville, visibly upset, communicating with this side judge here. His argument is that he got pushed. That's what I think that's what he's telling him. And if you saw that, that slow-mo instant replay,
there was a lot of contact on both sides of that ball too. But you had the thing you need to blame is you had Butterworth on the back post there, able to get the ball in there. As we take another look here.
Let's dive into this instant replay. John, tell us what you see, man. Great header there by Butterworth.
Comes in, the ball just kind of hangs in the air. He doesn't get hit. The ball hits his hands there. He could have secured that before coming down, and he just misses it.
I think the argument is that number 10 for the Lubbock Matadors, and that's Jack Pasco, looked like he might have had his hand on him. John, you're looking at a second instant replay on your YouTube feedback. Tell me if you see that.
Maybe.
I think that would be his argument, is that there was Jack Pasco had his hand on him.
The hand and the ball hitting Martinez's grip at the same time, it's bang-bang. It's instantaneous.
Right. Brownsville still arguing over it with the officials here.
We've had a substitution coming in for FC Brownsville.
And they're going to have
Matadors, excuse me, for the Matadors.
They're going to have to get this under control for Brownsville because they're still arguing over here on this near side. All the Matadors are showing them the red cards now.
We talked about the discipline being an issue for FC Brownsville. Trying to get everybody resituated as Martinez goes back to the goal, and Edmundo Lorca actually just getting in the ear of the ref.
Well, when they're pointing fingers, he's about to get a red card. He touched him. There's a yellow card. There's another yellow card. And there's the red card. He's gone. You cannot touch the ref like that, man. That red card is presented to you by United Supermarkets. Adios, amigo, to that FC Brownsville player. And the Matador faithful let him know.
It's going to be Edmundo, actually. Yeah, Lorca's gone. That's the captain for FC Brownsville. Again, we talked about not losing composure there. You cannot have your captain doing that. I understand battling against the call and fighting for your boys, but you needed him. You need him. And now you're a man down.
Amigo. He just crossed over the line. Sorry, John. I've been wanting to sing all night. There was my window. He's still in the ear of the officials, though, as he's still pleading his case. Matador faithful are waving him goodbye. Still in the ear of the official.
That'll be the fourth red card of the season for FC Brownsville. And again, we talked about discipline being an issue for them.
Well,
I don't like to see that personally,
no.
Just because I want to see a full 11 out there. It's just, it's unacceptable on his part. I hate that for FC Brownsville.
Yeah. Axel saying a literal push to the goalie, but biased commentators. No, if we were biased commentators, I don't think we would have pointed it out that there was a push.
Also, we did say, hey, the ball hit Martinez's hands, so there was a chance for him, a slight push, and again, we've seen contact, we've seen players battling in the box the entirety of the game. It's not a soft call either because it's a no call. I think it was the right decision.
Great work by our camera crew telling the story of all this, too,
and
John.
also not showing the bias here, too. Again, I don't want to see a player go out for either team. And
Never.
That's just something that you have to battle through. Put it behind you. Be a goldfish. Put it behind you.
There you go. Again, shout out to our camera crew showing off like what is happening out here. They're showing the emotions of what's happening in this match and in this big moment here, as there was a red card presented to you by United Supermarkets to an FC Brownsville player. Of course, that was Edmundo Lorca. a midfielder.
Nadu, in all of that commotion, has been subbed out. Stefan Rob has come in.
Okay, substitution brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey today off of Slide Road. Leighton Thomas saying minimal contact, keeper dropped it. I think that's what John is saying as well.
Absolutely. That's the longest hydration break ever.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to think about, all right, how do we refresh and keep going and get back after this? That's the hard part.
And here's the thing, too. You have plenty of time left on the clock. If you're Brownsville, yeah, you're a man down, but you've been putting it to Lubbock's back line there. So there's still an opportunity for you to equalize. You've had chances. You just got to finish it.
Got to finish it. And the goalkeeper for Brownsville has done some good things tonight. I want to make sure we tip our cap to him.
Oh, absolutely. Andres Martinez has had 6 saves on the night.
Of course, the Matadors goalkeeper as well has had a busy night as well. Andre Schleffly has kind of seen some action that he's not used to seeing here at home a lot, right?
Both teams love to push the pace here, and you have a little bit of daylight. They're gonna try to seek it in terms of shooting the ball on the goal.
Trying to see where the ball is and who has it. You see the ball rolling there on that far side. Oh, it's going to be a throw in. There was just a loose ball out there on the field. In the air, any type of contact is crucial, is what Axel was saying in the comments. Great throw in there. Schleffly goes and snags it out of the air. Man, he had a great arm right there.
He's looking to push the pace there a little bit. And, you don't have anybody in the midfield or upfield there. Great collection, though, putting both hands on it, making sure you're doing it the right way.
Yep, Butterworth with possession right there and pushing the ball forward. Here come the Matadors on this near side.
Good pace there.
Yeah, to Jamal Williams.
Both of them were offside.
Yeah, he had to let it roll.
Yeah, right idea. A little bit ambitious. Robe, excellent first touch there, at least for his first on-ball movement there.
Stefan Rube. A lot of fans here, and they're moving around, moving up. It's been a great ball game here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. John, we didn't do our halfway through the second half thoughts. Let's go ahead and do that now as we're in the 75th minute.
It's been all Lubbock. Composure aside, just slowly collecting the ball, creating your build-up, finding those opportunities, finding the lanes. And Brownsville, to their detriment, too, not being able to stop anything on that back line. Lubbock has been getting second-chance balls here, and, I mean, they're showing you that if you let them apply enough pressure, it's going to pour in.
Yeah, eventually, if there's enough pressure, the pipe will break or the dam will break or whatever saying you want to say, right?
Pick your metaphor. I was referring to a dam, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, I was going back to the pressure makes diamonds stuff that we like to do with Coach. Jamal Williams flying forward.
Literally.
Looked like Superman out there flying.
Might have been a little bit of a shove there in the back.
Yeah, I'm going to look at your YouTube instant replay once it comes across. I want to see how far he flew.
It's a good 5 yards. For sure.
Yeah, he was moving. Brownsville with possession here. They're on the side of the field of the Matadors. Great pass, stolen away by the Matador defense.
Better pressure.
Here come the Matadors. It's a 3-on-3 run with the 4th trailing for Brownsville. Trying to get it to Williams.
Great touch.
And he's going to do the right thing and reset to Rhoda. To Jack Thomas. Great feed. Oh, and off the crossbar. Oh, man. That was a beautiful feed to Jack Thomas, cutting behind the defender. So close.
Sneaky. Jack Thomas.
Let's look at it again. And it goes off that crossbar one more time.
Let's give more credit to the super sub here. Rube was actually the one that funneled that attack.
Mm-hmm. You always know when it's close, the way Jack Thomas reacts to it. Here's a signature stag corner kick, signature stag your one-stop man shop. You know what I mean, John? Like, you see it from him. He either puts his hands on his head or his face.
With Jack, too, having all that pressure around him, maybe you take a touch to the outside, a little bit of misdirection.
Great boot right there. A little Harden goes off the head, and we'll roll out of bounds for a goal kick. That was the 6th signature stag corner kick tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. Of course, they scored on one of them, which is big time.
Great start to the match for them.
Absolutely. Got almost 200 people watching here on YouTube right now on the Lubbock Matadors YouTube channel. Make sure you share it with your friends as it's crunch time right now. And we're grateful for our My Lubbock TV audience and thankful to KCBD for allowing them for allowing us to be on the air tonight. That's big trust right there, man. Trusting me on TV, that's crazy.
I was going to say, they let us do that?
Yeah, that's crazy. Of course, a company that you could always rely on is Raider Pump and Supply, because they say where integrity meets hard work and dedication, Raider Pump and Supply, where our pumps actually suck. Of course, we're in oil country around here, and they do a lot of great things in our region. We have a substitute coming in right now. Checking into the ball game for the Lubbock Matadors is number 17 at Nicholas Onsen-Carlson. Hopefully I said that right. I think I did.
You did. You got it. Coming in for Williams, fantastic night. Great start for him. Loved the effort tonight from him.
I listened to Nicholas's name pronunciation at least 20 times to make sure I got that one right, and I hope I got it right. Onsen-Carlson is how he says it. I gave it a go. Nicholas is 5'11". He's a senior from Jacksonville University, home country of Norway. Seen him check into the ball game in a previous home match, and he was one of those guys as well that you felt his energy once he got on the field, and that's what you want to see. I believe that's an offsides.
Couple steps behind the defense there. Looking to kind of stretch the field against Brownsville there. Again, with the limited number of players now that you're a man down, it's kind of the right idea.
Here's a goal kick here, or a free kick from way out in the middle of nowhere. That ball headed by a Brownsville player. Schleffly going to have to go and grab it, and we'll fall forward.
Foul on the play there.
That wasn't the way that went off of his head, man. Again, it's all about angles. We say that every broadcast. The way he had to make his head move to be able to move it backwards is quite impressive. Where was the foul on the play, John?
Brownsville's going to get a little, it's a late push there. Jumping into the back of that Brownsville player. Didn't get a number on that one. Apologies. One of our big boys, though, was in there taking him down. A little late on that challenge there. That's why Brownsville has this spot kick here.
Yeah, that's, 36 yards out from the net.
Watch the right side of the screen here up top. See a bunch of players there.
I'm looking to see, it's number 17 for him, Luis. And that's over it.
Great kick.
Villarino. Luis Villarino.
Right pace, just needed a little bit more control on that one. Booted it, though.
Yeah, he did. That's how you get on contract for the football team, too, right? You can kick it like that. Butterworth trying to push it forward to Rhoda. Rhoda resets to him. Butterworth trying to be a quarterback out there, dishing it up to his different players. You like that?
Lubbock attacking that weak side, which is the right side, left side, excuse me, of FC Brownsville.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you had a player open up top. Villanek was just sitting right there underneath.
Yeah, slowing that down was Jack Pasco.
Good through ball there.
Yep, to Carlson. Shooting it off the hands of the goalkeeper.
I think that was a cross.
Okay, and it's going to be a Signature Stag corner kick. Signature Stag, your one-stop man shop. The 7th of the game for the Matadors, 8th overall. And if you need to go see you know what, Father's Day is this weekend, go take your father and your wife to Signature Stag, as they are voted the best men's shop in the LBK. Oh, this is the 9th corner kick. Brownsville has had 2. Koshilov here with the kick. See what he's got. It's going to be over the head of Butterworth. Butterworth goes and
is over the head of everybody.
Yeah. Matadors looking to reset, and they will, as they get it to Billanak.
Yeah, Brownsville looking to pressure early.
Yeah, they are pushing their numbers forward, aren't they?
Still keeping 4 in the back. Strong back line there for them. Midfielders and your forwards, they're getting a workout. Just constant pressure. Again, with being a man down, as Lubbock looks to make another substitution here. After
yeah, Bryce Glisson looks to be checking into the game.
Oh,
that's
right
over
idea.
The head.
Trying to get the ball to the edge there.
Grease Monkey, of course, is the sponsor of all of our substitutes this season as Bryce Glisson is coming into this ball game. Glisson is a graduate student from Maryville University, standing at 5'11". He's from Edwardsville, Illinois. Again, substitutions brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends off of Slide Road. Checking in for Jack Thomas. Thomas's night is done as he's getting claps from the fans.
What an ovation. Playing his heart out every night he's stepping out onto the pitch.
Yeah.
I love JT. He's
effort.
Good. Reminds me of a friend of mine. Plays like Juan Ramirez. Shout out to Juan.
Is he the Juan?
I hate that you said that.
I know. I know. John, you gave me the green light tonight because of Father's Day being tomorrow, and
I have no one to blame but myself.
They're now making the announcement here on the PA about how Jack Thomas is checking out as Bryce Glisson checks in.
Brownsville still has a couple more subs to make here.
Carlson's right on top of him. Martinez there almost got in trouble there.
Oh, bad touch.
So the Matadors using almost everybody on their bench that they had in the substitute list, John. And you like to see that, right? Everybody's getting their minutes and everybody's out there contributing to the team.
I mean, the spoils of personnel for Coach Ormiston. He was talking about it a couple weeks ago. Just who do you figure out to play? Who's going to make the 11? Who's going to make the 18? That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Especially with being able to recruit so many people into Lubbock, you have a fantastic squad no matter who you put out there.
Right.
And it's always a battle with them, getting players competing in practices, who's keeping form, who's, as he was talking about, Clausen, which was one of our players to watch earlier. Just consistency is what he wants from the boys.
Mm-hmm. The Mears Mazda keys to the match tonight coming into it for Coach Ormiston was to be more clinical, be aggressive, and don't concede at home. Has he been able to check a few of the boxes tonight? John, they've been aggressive.
Yeah, outside of giving up that goal, and you see Lubbock still applying the pressure, even more so now with Brownsville down a man, playing with 10. But outside of giving up that goal, sure, you want more to go in the back of the net if you're Lubbock with 5 minutes remaining, maybe a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, yeah, you can cross 2 of those items off your list for sure.
Well, and at the end of the day, if you win, is that really conceding at home? I know you did give up a goal, right?
You did, and again, clean sheets are better.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and he takes pride in the defense. I know that for this Matador team. That ball's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in really quick for FC Brownsville and really quick for us. We'd like to give a special thanks to our partner, Perry's Pizzeria and Tap House, located off of Quaker Avenue and 114th Street. Perry's is your home for New York-style pizza, wings, and craft beer, plus lunch specials, happy hour, and catering options. Go see our friends at Perry's Pizzeria and Tap House.
Another substitution here, number 20 coming in. I don't have on my list. I think that might be Giovanni Bedientos.
So it's going to be number 15, right? Or is this... Oh, no, for them. I apologize.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was looking at our roster. I was like, no, 20's Mesfin Rhoda. Okay, yeah. So there was a substitution for Brownsville. Of course, all of our substitutions this year are brought to you by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. Go see our friends at Grease Monkey. The drum's still going strong tonight, and so are the Mozos. They never stop, and that's what makes this environment so fun to be a part of. If you want to join the Mozos, go to mozos.org. They're a fun group to be a part of. John is a Mozo. Been a Mozo since day one, right, John?
Since day one, yeah.
They like knighted you at one of the games, and I was PB and Jelly standing there. I'm not gonna lie.
Great attack here for Lubbock.
Here comes Carlson crossing it.
Right idea.
And we'll be a throw-in. Oh, dude, I was PB and Jelly, dude. I was like, man, I've been doing this for a year, and John's been doing it for 3 games, and they're knighting them.
I just started talking to the right people. That's all that happened.
You did.
And you can talk to the right people, too. All you got to do is go to moses.org.
That's right. Substitute coming in now for the Lubbock Matadors. Going to take a seat is Mesfin Rhoda. Checking into the ball game is Dylan Clark. Clark is from UCCS and hometown of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Clark's a junior at UCCS. And immediately coming out communicating and talking to his guys. You'll love to see it.
Fantastic effort from Mesvin tonight.
Of course, and I think we had a goalkeeper substitution for Brownsville as well. I see Martinez going to take a seat, and there's a new young man in the goal there for Brownsville. What a weird time to be doing a substitution at goal, right, John, or no?
I mean, at this point, you want to, I don't know, I guess getting him some touches, getting him some minutes.
In crunch time where you still got a chance to come back and tie it. And
I mean, you still have confidence in your players to do that. It's not like it's a step down.
Yeah. He's on the roster for a reason. We're going to look to see if I can get a number for him. Actually, I think I knew who it was. Give me 1 second.
We're approaching the Matador minute.
5,000. 5,103. So there you go. The ABQ Fish Room was wanting to know in Albuquerque. 5,103 is the official attendance tonight for the Lubbock Matadors. I know the Matadors' last road contest that they went on, there were only 300 fans. And so when you compare apples to apples on home environments, nobody could touch the Matadors.
It hasn't come close anywhere in the Lone Star Conference.
Yeah, not even close. And I heard out of those 300 fans, 50 of them were Mozos.
That's no surprise.
Yeah.
They love to travel.
They will travel because wherever they go, they'll follow. That's part of their chance. Right, that's what makes this group and this organization so unique, and that's why they're bringing the top talent here. It's because of the fan support. Of course, there was a substitution a minute ago in the goal for Brownsville, and I want to make sure I say it's sponsored by Grease Monkey. There's no substitute for you or your vehicle. It did look like number 12, Orlando Hernandez, is in the game as we are in the Matador minute. Orlando Hernandez again, or Orla, has checked into the game. Says that's his nickname.
Oh, almost finished that dribble there.
Home country of Mexico.
Fantastic footwork there.
I like Orlando Hernandez's pink cleats. Stand out from up here. That ball rolls out of bounds. Coach Ormiston is clapping his hands real big. His coaching staff should be proud of what they've done tonight, right? You think he's proud of it?
Yeah, I mean, if things hold the way that they do now, you're coming away with a victory here. Another 3 points, which is massive, especially with the playoffs approaching.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of getting into the later half of your schedule here. It's an excellent result. I mean, you showed that you were able to get up on top early. You maintained your composure when it was 1-1, and then you were able to come back and score that goal, make some adjustments in the second half.
They said 10 additional stoppage minutes.
Injury time,
yeah,
for sure.
Definitely, and we had one hydration break that was basically a halftime break, is how I would describe it, John.
And then we had a little bit of calamity there in the second half with that ejection.
Yeah, and a lot of physical play. Getting slung down right there is Nicholas Carlson.
Lorca going out in the 71st with the captain of all people for Brownsville. And again, you should have the wherewithal to know, hey, this isn't something we should be doing. We literally just got into town not too long ago. You played on the road on Thursday night. You need as many guys as you can to stay as fresh as you can for this. And just, I don't know, silliness all around.
Yep.
Shouldn't have happened.
Right from the L in Lubbock ISD. Here it is. Great boot. Oh, man, that was close. You hear the fans in my ear with the gasp. Did the goalkeeper tip it? That's my question. I believe it did. And so they were going to have a signature stag corner kick, signature stag. Your one-stop man shop. Here's your replay. Oh, he did tip it.
That ball ends up sailing out. Fantastic pace on there, though.
Again, that's Orlando Hernandez in the game right now. He's substituted in. Here's a corner kick. 8th of the ball game for the Matadors, 10th overall. Signature stag. Another great touch right there. Dropped into the middle of traffic, trying to do the bicycle kick. Man, that'd been insane.
Carlson coming in with the bike.
Dude, that'd have been awesome. Dude, you can hurt yourself doing that, man. You got to be, like, committed to do that. Shout out to him.
If you're coach, though, you're a little bit upset because that ball sails into the middle and just drops in front of everybody.
Yep. And here's another yellow card. Yellow cards presented to you by United Supermarkets. This one going to FC Brownsville. 5th yellow card of the night. 5th yellow card of the night. Here's your replay of it. John, what'd you see?
That's a hard challenge. That's a very hard challenge. Sweeping the legs there, too.
Yep, that's Luis Villarino. That's his first yellow card. Trying to play some solid defense, and speaking of solid defense, scoring goals on the field starts with solid defense, just like in life, as we have a free kick here. The Jonathan Shaw Agency is here to protect your home, your auto, your life, and so many other things like your retirement. Trusted coverage, championship service. Call us today for your defense off the field. Breezy FN saying that Oklahoma United had over 7,000 fans.
I like to hear that.
I like to hear
that.
They are in the Lone Star Conference. My question is, Breezy, is it consistent? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get them for the home opener, but are you consistently averaging 5,000, 6,000? That's just my follow-up. But shout out to Oklahoma United for reaching that milestone and that pinnacle, because I know that's what the Matadors would love to get, 7,000.
Oh, absolutely. A good average. Healthy average, I would say.
Yeah.
Foul on the play there. A little ticky-tack there.
Yeah, you gotta call it though, right? Just so that it's, you know, keeping the game honest, or no?
Oh yeah.
You can tell that the tensions are rising though. Fans are on their feet as Brownsville is deep in the side of the Matadors, stolen away.
Don't want to let that one get away from you. Villarino just upset with himself.
And the Matadors are going to slow it down as they take it to that far side.
And again, the pressure that Lubbock's been applying for a majority of the match might have gotten in his head with that too. That first touch was not solid to bring it down in front of him, and it just stretched away from him. Lubbock exploiting the middle of the field again, going wide.
Francu, great move there to evade the defender. You can tell the Matadors are slowing it down a bit and making the right pass.
Good run there. Excellent
Oh,
chance
here we
on
go.
goal.
Yes, we do. Blocked by Orlando Hernandez.
You got to finish that.
That was right there. Great save there by the goalkeeper, getting his first minutes of the night. Here's your instant replay of it.
Fantastic flick through ball behind the defense there. Great first touch. Great strike. Just got to look up a little bit sooner. You got to finish that. Put that far and away from him. This game's over.
Yep, signature stag corner kick. Signature stag, your one-stop man shop. That was, I think that was Carlson there on that kick. That one's too strong, and it's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. Great running there by Theo Butterworth, though. He continues to just run like it's still the first 5 minutes of this game. John, reminder: we got to do a signature stag man of the match. We're gonna have to come up with somebody for that.
Great effort all around. I mean, we're spoiled here. Who do you pick?
Well, dude, that's the hardest part about it. We just got to come up with a couple names, and then we'll give Coach a layup maybe and let him give it.
I mean, give me Butterworth, too, getting that ball back in there, playing solid defense. Yeah, he got in a little bit of a tussle earlier, but if you give me a defender to pick, for sure. Thomas getting into space, kind of doing what he's supposed to be doing in terms of being a pest, pestering.
Okay, we're getting some numbers here from Oklahoma United. They had 4K for the second home game. That's still great.
That's good numbers.
That's
I like
great.
That.
Yeah, when you're talking thousands, man, that's when you know you're doing something right. So shout out to Oklahoma United. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, it is great for the Lone Star Conference, Breezy. They said fair enough. I think they're all around y'all's numbers, which is great. Soccer's become the big ticket here in town during this time of the year. I can tell you that.
I love summertime.
It's become awesome, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Like these last 4 years, the amount of stuff that the Matadors have done and the impact they've made as Schleffele scoops that one in like a first baseman digging the ball out of the ground. The impact they've made on this community, though, right, from the youth to everything, it's been fun to see. And that's what it should be like when a team comes into the town. They should put some roots in and invest.
I mean, you're seeing it outside of the sponsorships, like basically flanking the entirety of the pitch here. foul on the play there.
52 signs. It's a lot, man. It's awesome.
Well, that just goes to show how much Lubbock wants to put into the Matadors. And it's the other way around, too. I mean, the guys were at United the other day, signing water bottles, signing whatever you had, basically, greeting you as you came in, just saying what's up, being friendly.
Absolutely.
And Lubbock giving it back, too.
Here are the Matadors with another chance. Looking for a cross, blocked by the Brownsville defender. Great work by Brownsville to evade anything right there as Bryce Glisson was moving with the ball.
Yep, great attack from him there, putting pressure on the edge.
Breezy coming in with another comment saying Jack, I think, is the man of the match.
If I was inclined to give it to somebody, yeah.
It's just one of those things that it's like there's 11 guys out there on the field. This is just me, and I'm trying to present it to you from what Dustin has told me before, the general manager of the Lubbock Matadors. It's easy to pick the guy that scores the goals. That is the exciting part of the game. Oh, Schleffly there getting upended. Oh, and he's hurt. He is hobbling off.
Oh, no.
You don't want to see that. He got upended right there at the end of that play. The Matadors, though, pushing the ball forward. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Schleffly has not left the ground. Your goalkeeper is still on the ground as there's 22 seconds left in this game. Here's your instant replay. John, he got upended, man.
I mean, great job attacking. Great punch to get over the defenders and...
Yeah, he got over his teammates.
Yeah. He took a spill. He's still down, though. It looks like he's holding his knee.
Well, and the players are slowly walking off the field right here because the 10 minutes of stoppage time should be about up. Man, we hope he's all right.
He's holding his left knee there. Just.
Oh, and now they're doing like an ankle test. I don't know. I'm not an athletic trainer.
Yeah, we're not going to assume anything here.
Yep.
Oh.
As Matador fans are on their feet. Looks like a hydration break a little bit by the team. It was within the last 15 seconds of the extra stoppage time, though, as the Lowry Field clock cannot handle more than 100 minutes, and it's now at 0.
Again, with that injury, you still get that additional time added back on.
Absolutely. Got a free kick here from the opposite side of the field. And you see all the numbers for Brownsville pushing forward, and it's because there's limited time.
Whoa, there's some commotion going on here with the line judge, or at least the fourth official. The ball just kind of flops into the 16-yard there, and that'll do it.
Schleffly back up right there, seems to be fine. Puts a solid boot on it right there, and there's the whistle. Hello, win column. Matadors remain undefeated here at Plains Capital Park at Lowry Field. Mozos are celebrating the Lubbock Matadors. The 13th ranked Lubbock Matadors are 6-1 on the season. This series has been back and forth between these clubs. Coming into the season, Brownsville owned the series advantage 3-1. And after 2 games this season, the Matadors have evened it up. It's now 3-3.
Fantastic effort from both sides. I mean, it's slugfest. We can just call it that. Both teams just a tug of war back and forth of going downhill, playing aggressive football. This was a fantastic game tonight.
Absolutely, and we're going to hear from our head coach, David Ormiston, and general manager Dustin McCorkle in just a minute. They're going to have some big decisions to make in terms of man of the match, and I'm glad I don't have to make those decisions. We'll kind of just mention to throw out a couple names, though, right, John?
Oh, yeah.
So coming your way in the post-game report, we're going to hear from our coaches. We're going to give our final thoughts on this game as the Matadors improved to 6-1 on the season. They have 18 points, and that's big time. They have officially secured their spot in the postseason, and that's something to celebrate. So when we come back, be looking out for that as we're live on YouTube and on My Lubbock TV. The Matadors are victorious tonight, 2-1. We'll be back with more right after this.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
And welcome back to Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. It's a victorious night for the Lubbock Matadors as they win it here 2-1 over FC Brownsville. Joining us now, the head coach of the Lubbock Matadors, David Ormiston. Coach, welcome onto the broadcast. What a victory tonight. You guys get it done 2-1.
How we doing, fellas? Yeah, not a classic performance, but showed a lot of heart. We've been working on set pieces now for the last week, so nice to get two off a set piece.
Coach, you kind of had to dig in there a little bit going into the second half. Talking a little bit about the adjustments that you made and kind of what you told the boys at the half.
Yeah, well, I think in the first half we had a lot of good moments. Again, it just goes down to being clinical. We started tallying the shots, and I think first half alone we had 11 or 12 to 4, and you go into that 1-1 thinking, we just got to put the ball in the back of the net. So, reinforce that to them, and obviously getting stuck in as well. I thought those moments we were a bit too passive, not going into a challenge like we should, but it was way better in the second half. Everyone to a man. All the boys that came on off the bench, they've all put in their performance there to grind out the result.
A lot of emotions tonight, Coach, out there on the field. How do you guys stay so poised in a big game like this?
I always talk about not getting too high, not getting too low. You just got to play the game. We believe in all these boys, the coaching staff. They're top-level guys. It's just about having that belief in each other, belief in the staff, and we know when we're at our best, we can beat anyone.
You talked about confidence pre-match. Did it kind of bleed into, hey, let's just take care of each other so we can take care of what we need?
Yeah, everyone, that's what we spoke about pre-game was, I spoke about with you boys in the pre-game about, the mental performance side of things, and we've got Rustin Klafko, who's our mental performance coach, and talking about trusting each other, don't be afraid to make a mistake because you've got someone that's backing you up, and I think you saw that in this performance. We lost the ball, guys were aggressive, guys were taking shots that maybe they weren't taking before. So yeah, good bounce back as well after the last performance.
Jack Thomas finding the back of the net once again, and then of course Jamal Williams putting the final dagger in the coffin. Talk about your guys on the offensive end. No, Jack played really well again tonight.
Yeah, Jack was brilliant. I mean, he's so lively every game, and he always looks like he's going to create something or score something. And he's the smallest guy on the pitch. He's the one getting up the highest and getting his head on it. It's like that in training as well. We're running out of words to describe Jack. So another good performance from him. Jamal, again, was brilliant and got the goal that he finally deserved, that he'd been looking for. Thought he was brilliant all night, looking dangerous. You know, don't want to speak too highly of myself, but I think I did say they're my two favourites in the match pre-game. So.
Yeah.
we can confirm that.
Yeah, you did say that. Now that I think about it. Over 5,000 once again, Coach. Man, the Lubbock continues to show up and show out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just seeing everyone celebrate there is, I mean, it's such a special atmosphere. Everyone's chanting the whole game. We've got drums going, we've got trumpets going. I mean, what a special place to play, man. I mean, these guys, we spoke about it last final words before the boys headed out, and it was like, just enjoy it. You're in a situation where you're playing in front of 5,500 people and playing with your friends on a nice summer's day. I mean, that's the dream right there. So, yeah, once again, thank you for the Matador faithful for coming out.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then we need them back next Thursday, Coach. As CF10 Houston comes to town, we can start looking at them now.
Yeah, absolutely. Attention turns to them. Obviously, we'll enjoy this one tonight, recover tomorrow, and then back at it again Monday. We need everybody out. Again, like I said, this place has to be a fortress. We don't lose at home. We have to win here. So, you know, we need your support to do that.
Yeah, I think you checked off all the boxes on the Mears Mazda keys to victories, right? You didn't concede at home.
No, we did.
You did.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did.
you
We
gave
scored.
it-
We
Yeah,
scored, but
we
we didn't
did.
lose, though, right?
We did. We didn't
Okay.
lose. We won. So that's.
We did. That's what's
I
important.
think we got 2 of the 3.
That's right. We'll take 2 out of 3.
66%. We'll take 66%.
Awesome, Coach. We'll go celebrate with your guys, and thank you for hopping on with us.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, look, one last thing. On the coach's show, I did say Patty Mahomes. I did not say Peyton Mahomes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Did you go back and look?
We checked the VAR. So.
Good. I'm glad he went back and did a
All right.
discount double check on
All
that.
right. I hate dad hats as well. I don't know if I still, but we're loving them. So.
You're the man, Coach.
right,
I just hope you know that.
Appreciate you guys.
We hold each other accountable. I love it. I
As always.
absolutely love it. Thank you, Coach, for joining us here on the post-game report. Of course, we're going to have our general manager, Dustin McCorkle. Thoughts on this victory, though? You get back in the win column tonight. You're at 18 points, and you're sitting right where you want to be, right, as you're heading down this final stretch.
I mean, Coach talked about it, too. It's like, you loved the effort that was going out there, keeping your composure and making sure that you come away with this victory, because it did get chippy for a second.
Absolutely did. Hey, we got one more break before we get our general manager. I teased it a little too early, so when we come back, we're going to be hearing from our general manager, Dustin McCorkle. Stay with us. You're watching Matador Soccer here on My Lubbock TV and on YouTube.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, United Supermarkets always brings an A-game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, United Supermarkets is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
welcome back to the post-game report here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. If we lose our My Lubbock audience because of the 10 o'clock cutoff, thank you for watching tonight. We're grateful for you joining us tonight. 2-1 the final score. If we do miss out, we're on YouTube as well. Joining us now, Dustin McCorkle, the general manager of the Lubbock Matadors. Dustin, your guys are 6-1, undefeated at home, and now have 18 points in Lone Star Conference play.
What an exciting team it is to watch, right? I mean, this audience is super helpful to what we do, and couldn't be more proud to be sitting here going into year 4 and sitting at 6-1.
Dustin, how important was that bounce back tonight?
Yeah, it's super important. I mean, every team in this conference is tough. We knew that we had a little weight on our shoulders because if we won tonight, we'd hit the playoffs.
Yep.
And knowing that we had that plus a team that is always difficult for us, it gets chippy and can get a little tough mentally. And seeing us grind that out tonight felt really good.
Yeah, Dustin, your team's got 3 games left on the season, and you've already secured your playoff spot. That's got to feel really good for this organization.
Yeah, I mean, you're never guaranteed playoffs, and this will be our 2 out of 4 seasons hitting playoffs. Feels really good. I mean, we're still new kids on the block as far as team goes in this conference, and being able to make a statement tonight with that entrance into the playoffs feels really good. Now, we don't stop. We got to keep winning because we don't want to just be in the playoffs. We want to be at home.
I was going to ask you, too, job's not finished mentality coming into this, and I know Coach doesn't get ahead of himself either. This is something that, hey, we're in the next level now. I guess what would be the mindset going into this to like fully solidify how you feel about the success of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we are 1 game at a time, and I think for us, we got another home game on Thursday, so as you guys mentioned, we're undefeated at home. Like, we're going to protect our house. That's what we got to do. And then we have a 10-day break, and we're going to see how we do look coming out of that. It'll give us some time to rest, but also, like, it can allow you some time to get out of rhythm because you're not playing games as much as we are right now. But we're going to go face a really tough team in Oklahoma on that comeback. So we're excited. My goal is to go get home playoff games, and we want to win the regular season, then go win the conference.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some home playoff games so we could be back up here, John. I'd love that, man. Absolutely. That'd be big time. CF10 coming to town, though, next Thursday. We want more than 5,000 again, right, Dustin? Because, man, another great crowd tonight.
Yeah, another great crowd. Again, can't say thank you enough to the fans that make this possible. The guys talk about it all the time that when we're at home, they feel this extra boost of energy to get stuff done. And I'd love to see us put up a big win on Thursday and take care of business. But, yeah, we're going to need all of the 806 to continue to support what we're doing.
I'll go ahead. Talking about just the match day experience outside of the game, I mean, everything kind of leading into what today was happening. You had the fire department against LPD. You had the pregame tailgate like we always do to bring more people out here if you're on the fence about it. Why is that such a great experience for someone to be at?
Yeah, it's been a long day for us, and I wanted to shout out my crew here. There's so many people behind the scenes that make this possible, and you know, thank you to LISD for letting us use this place as our home. But it's really important for us to make sure that we're showing our ethos every time we're in this building, and the police fire match is another way for us to do that. It's been an inaugural thing that started off 1 year and has built into something that's repetitive, and this year was actually very competitive, and it makes it a lot more fun. And coming off of that, yeah, we piggyback that off into a tailgate experience. It's a lot of fun. And then tonight, United Supermarkets delivered with a ton of giveaways, free T-shirts, fans. It was warm today, so it was much needed. And I'm sure y'all can see from the booth, there was a lot of red and yellow cards being thrown up in the stands tonight. So it's fun. Again, our experience is different than what you're going to go get at any other event in town. So if you haven't come out yet, you got to check it out.
Yeah, perfect night for United to give out those yellow-red cards, wasn't it?
Man. Yeah, they were up in the suite tonight and looking down, and especially when that red card happened, you saw nothing but people standing up with those cards.
Yes.
So that added a lot of fun to the game, and they loved it too.
Yeah, they got the memo. Hold it up. Let them know. Let them know. Absolutely. Hey, speaking of a great sponsor, Signature Stag, we got to give a man of the match. Dustin, do you have any feeling of where we might go with it? Of course, it'll be posted on social media.
Yeah, I think in the vein of we've been doing a lot of people that haven't really been scoring goals but been affecting the game, I thought Jamal played great tonight, so that might be a sleeper pick today to see. He came in and lightning quick, and it's only a matter of time before it clicks for him to be putting some goals in the back of the net.
Jamal Williams, the pride of Wayland Baptist. You love to see that from him. And, you know, getting his start in the starting 11 today, I thought he played really well as well.
Yeah, but we got to see a lot of new faces in the starting lineup as well as coming off the bench tonight. And I think that goes into, I want to give us some props on the recruitment side, that we've got some amazing depth. And these guys, when their number's called, they're going in and they're going to go deliver.
Absolutely. Well, Dustin, any final thoughts as we're wrapping up here on YouTube?
I think thank you to the fans. Thank you for you guys calling a great match. Again, we have a really tough conference, and we need all the support we can get. So next Thursday, I want to see everybody in the house as we can take on CF10 Houston.
Yeah, you want your face in the place, absolutely, and you want to be a part of the magic, man, because the memories and all the atmosphere here is just something special.
And Pepsi's going to be giving away some noisemakers is going to make this place very loud. So we're looking forward to Pepsi's night and going to celebrate hopefully another win in this building.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, can't wait for that Matador minute with all of those, right? That'd be so
loud.
fun. It'll be real loud. Dustin McCorkle, General Manager of the Lubbock Matadors, thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's going to do it for tonight's game. John, 2-1 the final score. Let's put a final bow on this as the Matadors win here tonight.
Great win. The bounce back W is what you wanted if you're Lubbock. Kind of leading into next week, you've secured the playoffs. How much do you want to host? That's going to be the question for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I want to be back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love being here. Match days for me, it's better than Christmas.
It's a holiday, isn't it? And we hope you come back next week as we'll be here live here on YouTube as well as on My Lubbock TV. And make sure you subscribe. We're looking for 700. Yes, Matador Nation, we're looking at you. We're going to be looking to see if we made it. And whoever left the comment saying they were 700, they're hanging out with us, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hang out. It might be for a playoff match.
Hey, that'd be fun. We'll see you next Thursday, though, as the Matadors host CF10 Houston. Until next time, have a great day, and go Matadors.
We'll be right back.